Anyway, so when my mom gave birth to me, she was struck by lightning. Obviously, we both survived. That technically makes me the son of Zeus. That's what some people say.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Though, weirdly, Mjolnir is what I actually call my... We're not live, right?
Oh, we are.
Oh!
Okay.
Yes. Hi, everyone. We're in a tornado watch. We had a tornado warning earlier, which means one did touch down nearby. And a bunch of trees are down in my backyard, and some of my shingles flew off. So thank you for being here. It's
Yeah, everybody just send us your energy.
Yeah.
We'll fuel it into the electricity to keep the stream alive.
the lights have flickered twice, like since we started streaming. Like
it is entirely possible the weather takes the power.
We could go dead at any moment. We're very, very happy you're here. This is going to be my last stream for a while. I'm going on a business trip. There will still be a D&D stream next Saturday. There might be a D&D stream the Saturday after that. A DJ's Discord, and possibly an Uwu takeover. So looking very forward to that. Jay, it's good to have you back. Razzlemeyer.
Razzle.
Can we give a shout out to Razzlemeyer?
Give him the old
Razzlemeyer. All right, anyway. Anyway, guys, tonight's a great time to subscribe because we also got a leak in the house today. So the house is leaking. Shingles have torn off. Some siding's gone. Tornado rolled through Tennessee, y'all. Like, it's just... Whoo! It's a sloppity bit. It's some sloppity stuff. Sean fucking Kennedy. All right, so if you're in a good spot, hook us up. All right. Anywho's what's it phone? Sorry. Anywho's what's it phone? Real quick, we're gonna go around. We're gonna draw our Shakespeare cards. This is a once per session magical item that they all get. Some of them need to be tuned a little bit. Some of them are a little OP. But yeah, I don't know what they get. So go ahead and pull your Shakespeare card, Jam.
I swear, if my bottom ass gets
the ass
bottom
ears again.
Ass ears again.
The bottom's ass ears. All right, Anaki, thank you for this. All right, trendy man.
Okay, let's go for the...
No, that one.
Not that one?
No.
Okay, I'll go for this one. Right here. Yeah, the one I didn't want to draw. Cool.
Oh my good man. Yes.
And who plays?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put the top card, top deck, down for Cassie when she gets here. Yes.
Proud of me. I remember to pull up YouTube.
You remember to pull YouTube? Yeah, we're also on YouTube. Thanks for
As
shout
soon
out.
as we start, I would like to immediately use my
All right, cool. Get all your schools to tune in because I have some
I've already sent the message.
fun announcements to make. All right, gang. For a very tenuous stream, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Talking about this last time. Can I show through my card?
Yeah, man. Again, like I like to be surprised, but it's not a hard and fast rule. Like if you need clarification, it's all good. Ugh.
We was literally talking about this.
All right. We're gonna start with my right. We're gonna start with Jam. 2 cents about you, 2 cents about the character. We'll go into recap, and we're gonna have a good old time. This might be a quicker stream. It could end at any moment, or the power could knock us out. So send us all your fun energy. Send us all your emojis, and yeah, we're gonna keep going. Go ahead.
As you know, Jam, I like long walks on the beach.
We're in danger. We're in danger.
As you know, my character is Karama, fighter barbarian. Got these hands, of course. And you know, for my anime lovers out there, it is a great time for anime. The spring lineup.
Oh, the spring lineup.
The spring lineup is crazy. And I'm telling you, if you got time, there's a lot of things you need to watch, but I ain't gonna waste time with that. Just go to Crunchyroll.
If you give him one, hey, this is my springtime lineup. This is the one.
If I could say the one, Lazarus.
Lazarus
is made by the same creators that did Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
Ooh.
Yes, and it's basically about this dude that's escaped prisons. He know how to escape prisons and everything like that.
Is it also music heavy?
Yep.
Ooh.
What
genre? What genre are we going with this time?
I want to say it's like a adventure action a little bit.
Okay.
But it's not like it's not magical though. It's more like real
so
life.
it's not like Cowboy Bebop where it's like jazz or Samurai Champloo where it's like rap.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just got like a different I want to say like a smooth violin a little bit.
Oh, okay, maybe orchestral.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, Jay, hope you feel better. Welcome, Heir of Zero. I thought you were gonna say solo leveling.
Oh, so
That was
now I gotta do it now.
Look what you did.
Because he done said it. If you haven't, the last episode, Solo 11, just one dub today. If you like the dub, I rock with anything, but it's very good. And if you read the webtoon for it as well, you know the next season is finna get crazy. But watch that last episode. Though.
I saw something funny that reminded me of you. Someone was like, dub or sub, and they went, oh, I'm a Switch.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, the world's tiredest cleric. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Trendy. I am the IRL World's Tiredest Cleric. For my indie Steam game fans, there's a game that recently came out that I have put so many hours into recently. I'm an addict of Schedule 1. If you're not familiar, it is a simulation game in which you grow plants and mix certain chemicals to grow your empire. So it's very, very fun. Top of the Steam charts right now.
It's top of Steam charts right now.
It's very, very good. Would highly recommend. But enough about that. I am playing Stothic Dawnbringer. He is the cleric/sorcerer hobgoblin of the group. Fun fact about Stothic today. Through clerical worship and studies, Stothic is well versed in purification and cleansing spells. He is keenly aware that the Purify Food and Drink spell does not work on pee.
It doesn't?
It does not.
Like rules is written, it doesn't?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I had to find out somehow. And second fun fact, I spawned in today with an item which I'm going to immediately cash in. I am using Jessica's ring, the Merchant of Venice. Shylock's daughter betrays him by trading this heirloom for a monkey. Can be used once to gain a monkey animal companion. Chat! Name that monkey!
That's a fun card. Turn this in at any time. Oh man, alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, name our monkey.
Name our monkey. And tell us what kind of monkey it is, too.
Yeah, gorilla.
That's not a monkey.
Its name is Harambe. It's a gorilla.
It's not a monkey. It's an ape. It's gotta have a tail, chat.
Alright. True, you're up.
Hi. Yeah, I'm like a Zero Panzer, and yeah, I forget things. So last time, we were fighting a mummy lord and mummies, which, you know, they were dealing a shit ton of necrotic damage.
As you do.
And I conveniently forgot that that really fancy snazzy +2 studded leather armor I stole off a dead assassin also came with necrotic resistance.
Oh! Oh, that would have helped!
So...
It would have helped a lot.
I mean, I'm still alive, but I would be more alive. Anyways, yeah, I played Drak, the Drake Warden Ranger, who is a dragon cursed in the form of a kobold.
Now, is he a fake dragon, a real dragon?
Oh no, he's the real fake dragon.
He's a real fake dragon.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
He is the real fake dragon.
So we have two options, Trendy, right now in the chat. We have a baboon named Moonshine.
Ooh, I love
or
that.
a spider monkey named Night Monkey.
Just Night Monkey?
Night Monkey.
Oh man, they're both so
Day
good.
monkey.
Give me back that card. Give me two of them.
This crazy guy.
Cast mirror image.
I think a night monkey, and I just think like a monkey dressed up as Nightwing.
With the cheeks. With the cheeks and the lips.
Well, so that's the baboon that has the cheeks, right? And that
Yeah.
one's the moonshine. The
Yeah.
spider monkey,
Yeah,
which
the
is
moonshine.
the spider monkey is the one that's in Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but just like
Caribbean,
Night Monkey,
Caribbean.
like
I thought it was
Nightman.
capuchin, but I could be wrong.
Like Night Monkey, like the night. Like, I was
Oh,
picturing
like
a
Dayman
monkey
and
with
Night
the
Monkey?
Nightman makeup.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go with the spider monkey named Night Monkey. It's like, what's your monkey's name? Night Monkey.
I know, it just like it does this all its kick ass karate.
Yeah, it does karate.
Yeah.
It's not going for laughs. It's going for gas.
It's going for gas. It
Yeah.
gets advantage against trolls.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know the
All right.
reference.
I can just see like with the little
It-
mask.
Yeah, the little like.
It's it's like a ranger, and its favorite foe are trolls and little boys.
Yeah.
It's too bad we're not on the coast.
We have,
still.
okay, so we have Dayman and Night Monkey. I love it.
Dayman and Night
Thank you
Monkey.
for whoever
That was
suggested Night Monkey.
Razzlemeyer.
Thanks, Razzlemeyer.
Give him the old Razzlemeyer.
All right. I will find an artist to commission Stothic's Night Monkey companion.
Night Monkey can- Oh, you think
Be
you
frank-
keep this throughout all the games
Let
now
us
forever?
keep Night Monkey.
You know, Razzlemeyer wasn't subscribed, and now I see the subscriber icon. So only because of that, only because I can be bribed, you can keep Night Monkey. Night Monkey lives.
Oh, Night Monkey lives.
Night
You can
Monkey
be
lives.
friends
yeah.
with Cassie's monkey.
Cassie got a monkey?
Yeah, Cassie's got a monkey.
Remember, because we had to discuss a certain real life term that isn't racist but sounds racist.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
that?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Let's do that off stream, and
Yeah.
we'll move on to Panda's character.
So all I want you guys to know is in real life, pirates would take a ton of exotic pets. That's where the trope with the parrot comes from. A lot of them would take monkeys, and they would teach them to fetch gunpowder for the cannons.
Yeah.
And there's a term for that that sounds, I'm not going to say it, it doesn't mean anything bad, but it sounds
feels
bad. And so, but yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Ethno Mayo, Resident Whip, girl here on the channel, and tonight I am playing Dandelion Moose Moose Goose, the bubbly punk rock,
Keep going.
Anti-capitalist.
anti-capitalist circle of the city druid satyr.
Yeah?
And this week's fun fact about Dandy
Uh-huh.
is that
Uh-huh.
she has eaten weed as
Uh-huh.
a salad
Uh-huh.
because
Uh-huh.
someone once told her
Uh-huh.
that it worked on goats.
Uh-huh.
But that was not the case.
When you eat when you eat that kind of salad, do you put dressing on it? Like, how does that
Yeah,
work?
yeah, you definitely.
Look at how cool Jeremy is. I tried to do so Jeremy. Jeremy, he doesn't care. Look at that.
I was gonna tell you, you could have just said one thing and he would have stopped.
What?
No.
No, I know.
What's the rule of the house?
Here, try to say no.
What's the rule of the
No.
house? What's the rule of the
No.
house?
It doesn't matter what the rule of the house is, Jeremy. You know how he do
Here,
me.
watch,
Hey,
watch.
hey, that's
Yeah.
because you don't
Well,
enforce.
see, the thing is,
You
it's
don't
already been
enforce the rule
established
of
she
the
can't say no because of the implication. That
Yeah.
something might go wrong for her if she does
Drew
say
will pop ya.
because of
What?
the
He'll
implication.
just say no. Thanks. Look at that. Trendy?
No.
You wouldn't say no because the implication.
Yeah, so I can't say no. No. It's
We're making a lot of Always
But
Sunny
you bought
references.
me pizza.
Oh God! All right.
But so welcome to D&D, filled with lots and lots of Always Sunny references.
Lots of Always Sunny. It's always sunny in the Karas Angkor.
That's right.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. The view just really helps. Like I said, we had some storm damage to the house today, and just being able to detox with some D&D with all you great people in chat is super wonderful. Let's dive right into our recap. If you're new around here, Trendy takes really shitty funny notes, and so he gives the note, and then we try to tell you what actually happened.
And Drew takes the serious notes.
Yeah.
That's the thing to remember.
Real quick though, before I just want to know, is I'm gonna have the same like hit point and damage with that?
I'm just gonna get a delicious little sip of
Since
water.
I got
I'll give you a
break-
different card. That one's kind of annoying. That's really bad. That one. Hopefully, it gets something better.
Okay.
All right.
Last session was a lot of combat, so I have very quick notes that just have 2 pages. It's a small notebook, and I don't have space,
yeah.
so it's really short. So it's a palace pool party. I don't really know where that came from, but something about the old
They were
dragon
fountains.
gods.
They were fountains.
They were fountains.
Something about the old dragon gods. Bahamut dragged these nuts across the mortal plane.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
We were discussing where people believe dragons come from. It came up in the
And Bahamut just sort of plopped his
No, so
his
Bahamut
gonads right on the
Tiamat.
mortal plane and dragged it all the way across.
So-
and from his dragon spawned other dragons.
No, so Tiamat, Bahamut, and Asgaroth, I believe, is the gem patriarch primordial entity, and they just kind of created creatures in their own image.
Yeah.
They're demigods that just kind of are.
But to do that, they had the dragon balls
No.
across the earth.
No, no one had to drag their balls
Yes.
across anything.
Yes, they did.
That's canonically what happened.
Yeah, it's canonically
Um,
what
I'm
happened.
being
In
outvoted.
case
Yeah.
doesn't remember.
So my next note is, I love gold. I lost my willy in an unfortunate smelting accident.
What the I remember us doing that.
I
Why?
don't know.
Gold member.
Well, yeah, it's a gold member reference, duh. But
Oh,
something happens. I think
I-
gold was mentioned. The word gold was mentioned once, and that's really all it takes. when you
Drax dinner
disassociate.
was a big plate of gold.
Oh.
And I said
right.
something along
Yeah.
Because they made food for each. They made food. I was really surprised that Kurama did not eat his unicorn steak. I was very.
He was hungry for battle.
Yeah.
Then we have Eudora is basically Quina. And if you're an FF9 fan, I drew little Queen of Quen here. My favorite character from that game, by the way.
Final Fantasy VIII's my favorite.
Nice, nice. When a Jesus Christ, when a Rakshasa jerks off, do you think it feels like a stranger? Because their hands are backwards.
Yep.
So
God.
anyway,
Everyone's having fun over there.
yeah. They gold washed the pyramid. They gold washed the pyramid. The one at the Bass Pro Shop, the giant pyramid, which is apparently also a hotel you can stay in.
Yep, it is.
That's
yeah,
wild.
I remember that.
Yeah.
They have a bowling alley.
Nice.
Well,
Nobody but Stothic respects assigned seating.
Yeah. I was like, you guys can be anywhere, like wherever you as a player want to be, that'll be where like your name tag is. And you were very like, no, where did the big bad evil guy put my name? And I was like, I don't know, here. You're like, that's where I sit. I respect you.
I'm polite. All right. Friar Fiery's hot wings and trash can nachos. They take 11 steps to prepare.
That was my
Oh,
favorite
God.
flex, honestly. That was my favorite. That was my favorite flex, Trendy. Is that like it wasn't that they just made your favorite meal from the monastery. Like it takes like they stole that food from the monastery.
We have don't open Dandora's box. I don't know. It has something to do with Dandy.
And Danny's box.
Yeah. Something about baklava. Something about this time Stothic had these hands.
Oh yeah, you wanna
Yeah,
explain
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, and also we got a sub
There's
from
a-
Zemi.
There's a really
Thank
cool
you,
moment.
Zemi.
Thank you.
Who do you want to give advantage to, Zemi? And if we get a hype train, everyone will get advantage and a little kiss. Doesn't have to be from me, but like at some point in your life, you will get kissed again, and that'll be because we got a hype train. Panda lamp.
Thank you, Zombie.
So yeah, there's a really cool moment where my character like poofed out to the ethereal plane with teleport. The Rakshasa followed me. I portaled back. I was using the blink spell. We basically rule of cooled it that the Rakshasa plane shift to follow me to the ethereal plane.
Yes.
When I came back, I went to the barbarian in the party, asked to borrow his sword, went back to the Rakshasa
Now,
after
do you remember
I blessed it.
What's possessed with the sword?
It's it's like a fey killing spirit or something.
No,
like
it's a Jamaican high elf for some reason.
Good boy. You go swinging me, eh?
So
Pat, you heard that in your head.
Bumba
Yeah.
clock.
with the power of I don't know, with the power
Jamaica.
of Jamaica,
Yes.
I slayed that rude boy Rakshasa.
Find
Yep.
me, river.
Yeah, he was a bumba clot, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Anyway.
the widest way to like do that. He was a bumper clot, I guess.
Yeah. See,
Do your taxes.
I'm doing a bit as a character.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, anyway, so yeah, it was really cool. I got to kill the Rakshasa with the barbarian sword. So, next character I'm making is either a fighter or a barbarian, because that was rad as hell,
You're
dude.
the best, man.
And yeah, the final note I have was my favorite moment. Even so than me slaying the demon with the barbarian sword was the 1 year payoff Cloud Rune.
Oh my
Yes!
god, that was amazing.
Do you want to tell them what happened, Drew?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so most of the last session was just straight combat, except for the very beginning where
And a little bit of the gay combat before the straight combat.
yeah. When we found out some information about Eudora and how she eats everything, literally.
Yeah.
She
There's
hungry.
a hag involved. Yeah. Also, okay, I have a note here that's probably because it was a unicorn steak. It just says the steak is gay.
that was probably me.
Okay.
Glitter. You can tell it's a unicorn steak with
Let's see.
glitter.
Oh yeah, they knew too much about us because they knew all our favorite meals. That was
Yep.
weird. Oh yeah, all the people sitting at the table like, oh, they're old Sebastanian nobles. Ah, shit, they're mummies. Anyways, oh yeah, and fuck paralysis.
Fuck paralysis.
Yeah. So, the Mummy Lord was about to attack, or no, she did attack. Was it? I forget who.
Yeah, it was Chad actually killed the Mummy Lord. You guys were able to destroy the. I'm sorry, we're going with this.
No.
Okay,
I
never
was
mind.
talking about the Cloud Rune thing.
Oh yeah, I don't exactly remember.
Yeah. Anyways, Mummy Lord is about to beat the shit out of somebody because they rolled a 20 and crit, and I said no, fuck that bullshit. I've been holding on to a card that we got a year ago after we negotiated this stupid contract to get Stothic back, and the old man arbiter was like, hey, you're probably gonna need these, because you guys fucked up. And
Yeah.
we did fuck up.
He actually gave it to you because Kurama beat him in an arm wrestling match.
Oh,
and
that's
he
right.
Was, I forget
It
the.
wasn't an arm wrestling match. It was just straight wrestling.
Oh yeah, you guys sumoed it out, and the arbiter though looked like a frail old man was actually the really juiced up storm giant from the Big Beast book.
Yeah.
Like the really not the super titan, not the legend, but like a really powerful storm giant.
But anyways, one of them was a cloud rune, and if you've ever looked at the Rune Knight Fighter, it's exactly that, which says you basically can have a roll target another creature within 20 feet or 30 feet. So I was like, nah, fuck that. Those hands are going to Rakshasa.
Yeah.
No, it's my
So an item he had been holding on to for a year that the DM probably forgot about.
Completely. Completely.
He used as a reaction to redirect a critical attack onto the enemy's ally.
Yeah, it was
And it
really good.
And
Yeah.
now, so we got 4 runes
Uh,
after that session last year. We now only have 1 left.
Which one do you have left?
It's like, I think it's the stone. It's the one that gives you resistance to physical damage.
That's a good rune
That's
to
still
pop.
pretty fucking
That's
good.
pretty fucking good. One thing that I also liked is at the very end, Chat actually killed the final boss. We flavored it as Eudora doing it, but
Oh yeah, that was one of my last notes.
oh yeah, go for it.
We found the Millennium Puzzle.
oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that was all
it's
about.
the mummy's heart is inside it. Eudora ate it.
Eudora ate it.
Ah, there it is.
Eudora ate it.
Didn't even hesitate.
Did it well? So fun fact. So that was always the plan, right? Eudora was going to eat either the Rakshasa or the Mummy Lord, or both.
Well, she only had one option.
The Rakshasa died in the ethereal plane.
Well, I forgot to do it, but thankfully Stothic was like, "Hey, Eudora, you still hungry?"
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, and that helped me remember more. All right, so we're gonna start right back right where we left off. If you can cue the Egyptian music, you guys are still in the underground giant palace. It's quite large. It is essentially an underground Egyptian estate. You're there with Eudora. She's got black blood caked all down the front of her face and neck from eating a canoptic heart. Canoptic heart.
Whatever you call mummified heart.
Also, real quick, I do want to
A
give
mummified heart.
special shout out to my Circus of Fools players last night who created an angel in my world.
Oh,
They did some bullshit and they created the first angel of the god of the god of finding a good song. A minor god of music.
Praise Spotify.
Yes, Spotify. Yes, right. But yeah, they created the god Bowie, and whenever he's a
Nice.
diva, and whenever
You mean
he
angel?
he's a diva.
So he's a
Yeah,
god.
so both.
No,
You said God first.
no. They created the first diva of the god of good music. His name is Bowie. Diva is a kind of angel.
Yeah, I know,
It's-
but you said God
Oh,
first.
my bad. No, his name is Bowie, and whenever he shows up, he goes
Their name is Bowie.
dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yeah.
So actually, he, she, they have many forms depending on how they're presented.
Okay, sorry, you had told them that it was they.
Well, it depends. There's a form that Bowie can take called Ziggy, which is it's a whole thing. Don't come at me, Lord. All right, giving blood for the
Recite
blood.
the old
god.
I'll
magic to
change,
me, I was
I'll change
there.
the lore how I please.
All right. Now they
players,
identify
we
it.
make the lore.
Make the lore.
What?
I said now they identify it because I know that like gets your goat a little bit.
Oh.
All right, I was getting your goat. Where's your goat? Where's your goat? Let me get it. All right, but yeah, you guys are still in this beautiful palace. She has blood caked down the front of her neck.
Does she physically change when she consumes the heart?
Yes, actually. So her hands rise up and they're wrapped almost in like Hiei wraps from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, sorry, suddenly she has
Spider
just
wraps?
yeah, she suddenly has like, but they're mummy wraps. They're
Okay.
from her elbow down to her finger, covering her fingertips. They're almost like long elbow gloves to her, and she reaches up into the air and she begins to manifest something. Powerful magic is coalescing around you. Did any of you do anything? Her eyes roll back into her head, and she starts muttering in Old Sebastan. If you guys have seen The Mummy, when Imogen is like, "Oh,
I'm prepared to cast a spell.
What spell are you preparing to cast?
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. All right. Drake. Drac.
I don't know.
Also, thank you, Hero, for coming. All right. If you have anything, we can just socket it right back here. Trendy. Stork.
I don't think I do. I think maybe I want to identify if they're maybe casting a spell or something, like with maybe an arcane check.
I'll let you prep it. Like you can't cast identify as a reaction, so she's
no,
like
I'm not
casting.
casting identify. I'd like to.
Oh, okay.
Just,
yeah.
Just
Give me
using
an
my
arcane.
knowledge.
Okay,
of
yeah,
the arcane.
absolutely. Give me arcane.
All right,
Thank you.
let's do that.
Yeah, you said identify. and I was like,
17.
17.
If
She's
it's not a spell, it's not a spell.
it's like a spell. She's definitely you think she's making a phylactery.
That's unsettling, but as long as we can make sure she. Oh, fuck.
Aren't you
Also,
super against neck?
while you're
yes, I am.
While you're watching this, you increase the size category.
I increase. the
You
size
just get
category?
bigger. You just grow large. Wild magic went off.
Okay.
As you are so close.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yes.
Then why aren't you stopping it?
Huh?
Then why aren't you stopping if you know what you're doing?
This is what I've learned.
It's step one to becoming a lich.
Oh, no. It's not what I'm doing. And at that point it finishes.
Did she seem like she's lying to me or being earnest?
Oh, I did it. I did it already.
No, it was supposed to go to jam.
Oh, never mind. Jam gets the size category bigger.
I shrink.
You're like, never mind.
I'm like, never mind. Girl, I got this.
So you kind of get one action. You have one action as well if you want to do anything. So I'm not going to give you the arcane and the insight, but when she finishes, unless anyone stops her, she creates a creepy ass doll.
She's beautiful.
Have you... Starlight, have you revealed what it is?
Those ain't familiar. That doll is because it jumped from her into the doll.
No, she just makes it all.
She just makes
And that's when you realize whatever it is, it felt like a phylactery, but not exactly.
Oh, I guess I misunderstood.
DC was a little higher.
My studies have led me to believe that. Well, you just absorbed a mummy. I thought you were making a phylactery.
Well, similar.
And
Do you want to
What's-
name the dolly?
nope,
No,
sure
what
don't.
is it?
It's a doll. I'm
Why
gonna give
did I
it to my
get the
sister.
feeling it was basically severing your soul in pieces?
No, it's more like, and she points over at the jar that you guys just smashed. Give me a religion check, which I'm sure you'll pass. But just
Okay, I shall do so. Religion, boom. That's a 9.
Guidance.
That's a 9. Guidance. I mean, sure, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Like I want to flavor that as like almost like this was a TV.
12.
Almost like this was a TV show. You're like, and Danny goes, think harder. I'm freaked out. Like, what do you say to? Because I like when people add a narrative thing to the guidance, like Bond's bong. What do you say to help guide his thoughts?
Stop it. This is really creepy. Is this some kind of religious bullshit?
And somehow that sharpens your mind, and you realize how mummy lords work is if you don't destroy their heart, which we kind of glossed over last time, they just reform the next day. She's just made kind of a version of that. Like, she's not undead, she's not a mummy, but she's just made something that if her body is destroyed, if this still exists, she just reforms the next day.
It's not as necromantic as splitting your soul. It's more physical, like with the.
It's a
with the mummy.
tether.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Similar to. This is way out of my wheelhouse, but I've heard wizards can clone themselves. So.
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum, yeah. If they die, or they can basically make a clone of themselves. It's creepy as hell. I don't know how I feel about it, but.
Do you want to hold her?
Fuck no.
She needs a name. Help me name
You
my dog.
made her. You name her.
She looks over at all 4 of you. 5 of you. 6 of you, actually. She says, help me name my dolly.
Ashes.
Ooh. Kind of like Ashes. What else?
Is it just me, isn't it? Their personalities are completely different from before dinner.
That happens. It'll pass.
We need to get you back home.
And you see her personality start to strike back up, and she goes, "I'll be fine. It's just when I first eat it, I am them for a little bit, or more like them for just a little bit. But I'll calm down."
Right.
A lot of people want to call her Llama. Dalai Lama.
It's no longer a creepy doll. It's just a little stuffed llama.
So-
Yeah.
So was that temporary?
What?
That right there. Like when she put the doll down, it's like every time she pick up the doll, is it something like that, or it's just like when she get in?
You're not sure, maybe holding it. Essentially, she's consumed the Mummy Lord. She's become part Mummy Lord. The part she's grasped onto the most from the Mummy Lord's power is the ability to... is their resilience. If you don't destroy a Mummy Lord's organs, they just come back the next day.
Yeah.
They just come back to life.
So currently, this is her ordinance.
No, she's just kind of absorbed that ability and she's made something similar. It is just a straw doll. It is just, but it's like a tether. So if she is destroyed, she will reform near the doll in an empty space closest to the doll the next day.
Okay, then. I was finna slash that motherfucker.
What?
Well, we've already looted. Is there anything else?
You guys did actually find some cool loot. What all did you find?
Oh, let's see.
I was about to say, go over the loot.
We
I don't
have.
Well, remember we got like the bonking staff of power.
Yeah. So. I mean, we got the 1,000 gold that was supposed to be for me to eat or something, but I'm like, nah, that seems sus. We found the Staff of Frost, the Staff of Striking, the Staff of Swarming Insects,
Got a lot of stadiums.
a Ring of Spell Storing that can hold 1/3 level spell, and most importantly, a Tome of Understanding.
Yeah. Oh, that's really important. You guys should
Yes.
real quick take a moment and talk about that real quick, even above game.
I don't know what it is.
Gives you +2 wisdom.
Yeah, so spend like 8 hours a day for a week reading the book, and you permanently increase your wisdom by 2.
Yeah, basically
Yes.
during the downtime of Case's vacation.
Yeah.
When our characters come back after the time skip, we will have one of us with +2 wisdom.
time for a time skip.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a war again.
Ah, shit, you're right.
I'm curious where you
well,
guys are meeting for
we
it.
Quailman speedrun that book. And just-
Who are you guys who's thinking about what for it?
Maybe our caster that focuses on wisdom as their
Yeah.
score.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I need you to somehow roleplay that Dandy becomes even wiser.
I don't think I can get any wiser.
No, like that's why
That's
the tome is
point
so
of the item. You
good.
can actually go over 20.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you would have a 22 wisdom.
Which is game breaking,
Yeah.
actually.
Hot damn.
Yeah, you wise ass girl.
Yeah. So what, like you have to think of what like realization Dandy has that makes her even more wise. What philosophical truth
Spells very often.
she connects to.
I mean, wisdom's important for everybody, but I feel like for the druid, it's probably the
It's
most
pretty important.
Yeah,
It's pretty
Because
important.
That's your spell save DC.
your spell save DC is going to go up. The number of spells,
You can prepare.
Speaking of
goes
wisdom
up.
saves, was everyone's passive perception?
18.
Okay.
21.
19.
21.
21. You get a whiff of brimstone in the air.
God damn it. Arms up. Draw your weapons.
All right. So you draw your weapons. You're in the
Okay.
back. You're in the back chamber with all the gold. Eudora draws her sword.
Spread out. Come out.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. You can, Starthic, you beautiful man. Just come back in here. I'm enjoying the dinner. You all recognize that voice. It's Azazel.
Of course it is.
How the hell did we get out of here?
So remember, you're in like the secret treasure chamber, so the only way out is back into the feasting hall.
Well, we're busy.
Yeah, I was more so alluding to the fact, how the hell do we get back to where we came from?
Oh, we just go up some
You
stairs.
just go up some stairs. Yeah, you can. You're just
is
down
like the
and
horse
in.
and carriage still out front?
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah, alright.
You do have to go through the room Azazel is in.
I mean, we could just walk past them.
You could.
Yeah.
I use escape route.
What's funny is there's an ability called rope trick, and it's like it's very similar. There's a spell where you just tie a rope just into nothing, and then you crawl up and disappear, and you pull the rope up after you.
Saved me plenty of times.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, I'm not gonna fight you.
Good, we don't have time.
Good. Come. There's much to eat.
No, we don't have time.
We're busy.
We just ate.
I don't think you guys finished your meals.
I packed mine in my bag.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys peek. What one of you?
Mine was
curiously-
gold. It's in the bag.
I'm not gonna like lightning.
We took ours to go.
Oh,
Something
was it
sat
hot?
at his assigned seat, waited for
Yes.
his host.
Was it hot to go?
It was hot to go.
It was hot to go. So one of you peeks your head out. Don't worry, I'm not gonna figure of death you. But somebody looks out, and you just see Azazel just sitting where the Roxasha was, just eating. This is no way to treat an old friend. Azazel. Are you gonna hide in there all night? I'm not gonna hurt you.
Come on.
We're friends, and I'm so good to my friends.
It's a rather relative term.
I rage. And then I walk out.
Just pissed.
Yeah.
Well, because when he rages, he calls upon the spirit of the fox, so he steps out essentially in sage mode.
I never trust you, and I never will.
I don't need you to trust me.
Is there a fight you looking for him down?
No, of course not. And you sort of feel that uncomfortable itch. Now, this is kind of a dark roleplay space, so a little bit of a content warning here. Part of how Azazel's power of seduction works is people feel attracted to him, but it doesn't feel correct. It feels very, very wrong. He is magically forcing you to feel a little hair of attraction. You all feel it. It feels wrong. You don't have to act on it, but like that's how his weird seduction magic works. You all feel that little prick. It's very uncomfortable. I am not expecting anyone to roleplay or act on it.
And I do say, like, when I do rage, it's not that I'm ready to attack him. It's just more just like I got my guard heavy.
That's fine. I actually really appreciate the roleplay.
How well lit is the room? Like, is it lit with
Perfectly.
candlelight?
Yeah. Torches.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So the
Very
torches
Egyptian.
that are around Azazel's part of the table, I'm gonna cast the control flames cantrip, and just they're out, and then I just draw an arrow pointing towards the door.
Do you step out of him?
So basically, I'm covering him in darkness, hopefully, so the party doesn't look at him and get drawn into his allure.
I really like that. But the moment you step out, he goes, "Stothic! I could kiss you." And suddenly he's inches away from your face. Just very anime. I just might. Contest your grapple, if you will. Anyone can be involved to help stop this.
Yeah, can Mac get involved?
Yeah, so make it with advantage, and you can resist with dexterity or strength. You can also resist with any stat, because this is as physical as much as it is mental.
Okay.
Because he's doing that thing that you hate, where he's prodding in your brain a little bit.
So is this a skill check?
Yes, this is a grapple check, but the stat you correlate with grapple doesn't have to be strength or dex. You could use like wisdom or something.
Sure, we'll do. Oh no, wait, that's okay. We'll do like that. Wow, natural 20.
Okay.
I'm not even joking. And I use
I-
charisma, so it's a 25 total.
So I'm just gonna respect the 20. You pull yourself away. Mac kind of gets in between. I'm gonna say even Drac puts an arm up. Does anybody else want to get involved? Just narratively, because you've succeeded. Anyone else want to flavor as he goes to kiss without permission? This guy.
Doesn't he have a tail?
Yes.
And he stomps down and stands on his
Stomps
tail.
on his tail.
I basically kind of don't pull my blade, but I kind of have the hilt.
Okay. All right. You're all allies. Every single one of you. Well done. Well done. 10 points for allyship. Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason I pictured Drac just doing the, just like immediate, just
That's
like
a level up, right? The
shoved
power
in the
of
chest.
friendship.
Power
So
friendship.
he doesn't
Level up?
quite make it to my face.
Yeah.
And I just look right at him and go, "You can kiss the innermost part of my asshole. Fuck off."
Threaten me with a good time. I just wanted to thank you. Is there anything I can do for you? You've done quite well. And he lifts up a satchel that's filled with scrolls. 17 of them. You count really quick with your super high perception.
With your cleric eyes.
With your quick, what do your cleric eyes see?
say, "Nut monkey, grab one." So my spider monkey jumps down and just tries to grab a scroll and run away.
Make a text check as a
monkey.
monkey?
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a d20.
All right.
And then you tell me how much. Here we go. All right, 1d20.
The skill, the DC is
three.
pretty high.
A 3.
Okay, yeah.
So Night Monkey leaps down to try and grab a scroll.
So
Misses the bag completely.
no, and like Azazel slaps it, he goes, "Stothic, if you wanted me to beat your monkey, all you had to do was ask."
Dandy grinds her foot a little bit on the tip of his tail.
He purrs. He purrs.
You're pleasing him.
I just figured that out.
That's not my tail.
You should see a doctor.
Damn. This is not canon.
You know what? I'm gonna use a duck on Night Monkey's check. I'm gonna get this fucking scroll.
Alright, just so you know, the DC is 18.
Okay,
Like,
I'm
that's
roll-
what I
I'm
picked
roll
randomly.
again.
Okay.
Roll 1d20.
Can
20!
I find-
What scroll does Night Monkey grab?
This is such a fucking problem.
Night monkey,
you don't
you
know.
swipe.
Yeah.
Amelia, can you?
Night monkey, you thief.
Yeah.
Amelia, can you?
Yeah.
Amber or Amelia?
Just you understand how much of a problem this is, right?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
This is a bad problem.
I gotta figure this out now. You fucked me over.
You
with
gave me
this.
the monkey. Thanks for naming it, Chad. Yeah.
You fucked me over with this, and you're gonna find out why. I'm gonna say with the nat 20, Azazel doesn't even know.
Yeah, so Nut Monkey just with his little black Nightwing mask just goes down and sneaks in and
Like
takes
I
a scroll.
I really like this.
He pays the troll toll.
He pays the troll toll.
This how I picture it. Like he
Yeah.
swiped the scroll.
Yeah.
He just turn back and be like.
You guys,
Blends into the wall.
when you guys find out what these scrolls are, like, holy fuck.
Scrolls
Do I need
plural.
to update the notes?
Yeah,
He had
so
like
track 1.
17 of them.
Oh.
in his
So instead of
bag.
17, it's 16.
Yeah, okay. Can he grab a couple scrolls?
No,
Okay, one scroll,
this,
one scroll.
this is already fucking me over narratively really, really hard. So just
Okay, so
please,
Yo, we should use Steve.
for the love of God, ask what these are. You need to-
Tidbit, let's go!
Well, we
Jeez,
have
thank you.
to get out of here first, and then on our way out, we will identify it.
Thank you so much. You have done everything I could have asked for. You are my best employees. Is there anything I can do to sweeten the pot?
Yes,
Maybe-
consider our contract fulfilled.
Oh, there's still a couple more things you have to do.
Well, you
for
said
me.
anything, so I'm just putting it on the
Oh,
table.
no, I'm so sorry. I should be more clear.
Yeah, you
I want
should.
to extend your employment.
No.
No.
Well, I will need it. You are accomplishing great deeds for me, and that kiss is here for you anytime you want it.
Gross.
And again, this is kind of a dark narrative space, but Stothic is asexual. It's ace, and Azazel's very evil and problematic and toxic, and he needs to die. And one of the things is he takes especially pleasure in his like weird seduction powers, messing with a man of faith who is ace. He delights in torturing Stothic even to this day.
For narrative space, it actually upsets him more when it affects his sexually active party members.
And content warning, we tackle some adult concepts here. We'll let you know. We'll always try to give you content warning.
Yeah, if you go back to the VODs, you can see me sell my soul for fantasy meth or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it's $5.99.
Yeah. So I sold my soul for a Klondike bar is what I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I do have new business cards.
No, thank you.
You
No.
just tucks one in your shirt.
Get your hands off me.
If you need me, call me. And I mean, and again, I'm not gonna make it roll insight. He's telling me God's honest truth. You have accomplished everything I wanted with this deal, to a degree I didn't think possible. If you are you curious on why you got to come to dinner? I don't mind filling you in.
They already told us.
No.
Yeah, they told us
Neither
just
person
like
doesn't remember.
He
Well.
said we had to invite you to dinner so we could talk to Eudora, blah blah blah.
Oh yes, anyone who brought them the invitation, I added that they had to also invite. It's lovely, really.
We didn't really get to chat much last time I was hanging out at your place.
Yes, you want to talk?
Just, are you a man of faith? You believe in the gods, any?
I'm on first name basis with a few of your gods.
Whatever god you have faith in, You best pray that after they finish their contract, that you never see us again.
I'm so curious. Should I pray to my father, the king of the Balers, or my mother, insert Asmodeus's daughter's name here,
Glacia.
or should I pray to Glacia? Which do you think? Or my grandfather, Asmodeus?
You
The
pray
first
to fucking
devil.
Santa Claus for all I care.
Again, I'm just related to so many of these powerful planar entities.
So you're a Nepo baby. That explains a lot of the attitude.
It's like watching a little mouse roar. It's cute. Say damn Nepo baby or ugly Nepo baby. Come on, you can throw some more insults. Just let them slide off your tongue. It feels good the more you do it.
Can I try to cast
Sleazy! Sleazy
Vicious mockery.
McSlee!
It's a warning, Azazel. They're involved, and we're not crossing warpaths right now. They're under contract. But I promise you, it will not be amicable shall we meet again once they're finished.
And I promise you, when you come back to me, I will treat you well. I will make all of your wildest dreams come true. Any of you.
Is that what you tell yourself at night?
You're
Wasn't he a slave the last time he was with you?
Is he not still?
No, because he's not on the contract.
True.
Oh, right. The contract, of course. So important. He's still working for me, is he not?
No.
No.
He bounces his little bag again.
We've got a city to save. We can't spend much time talking with him.
We want to
Let's go.
save the city in a conversation. Just give me your soul.
This guy
Well
stinks.
then, up the stairs.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
before you go, Drac. And he tosses something at you.
Okay.
It was the last little deal I made with the former proprietor of this establishment that if ever, whatever man or beast killed her would inherit the estate. So congratulations, on land in Sargecamp. She grow a beard. I hear it makes everything a bit easier. And he's thrown a deed at you. Just let it bounce.
I'm sorry, did you say Shigarabiat?
You should grow a beard.
No.
Very well, kids. Thank you from the bottom of my pit. Thank you for all you've done for me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Master of the house, I take my leave. Sleazy.
Is he gone yet?
Yes, he leaves.
Alright, we gotta kill this guy before my wedding.
Bored! Alright, we gotta kill this guy before my wedding.
We got
Oh, okay. I didn't know what he said.
Yeah, we gotta kill this guy before my wedding. Eudora was being very quiet and watching intensely. And chat, if you're still here, throw some emojis out for me there, champions. Alright.
You're awfully quiet for that, Eudora.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, he's kind of like an inverse Nephilim, if you will. He's a demon and the devil.
You wanted to eat it, didn't
He said Asmodeus, so isn't he a demon, devil, and an angel? He might as well be a character from Bleach.
So might you. But he's been a constant thorn in our side, and this party, the Brazen, sounds me, are involved in a contract with him, and it would not be
Chat, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's booming outside.
this fucking guy.
Um,
And
We shouldn't be
I
there.
swore a vow of peace to God, but I really want to kill him too.
Yes.
I see Snape is in the chat. Hey man, we had some storm damage today. Shingles flew off. The lights have flickered a few times. Snape. So yeah, we're gonna stream until if my stage manager, when new people come in, please let them know. We could lose power at any time. Our lights have already flickered like twice. So just warning. I'll help you kill him. Because he's like 3 things, right?
He don't get to eat him.
She is like.
I don't want to contribute to your power.
Why?
Can your body handle all of that?
I think so.
We already have one Azazel in the world. How long until she fills up and then maybe can't control it?
I think 2 more legendary creatures.
I'm voting that she's on her own for it.
Have I?
When that
wronged
happens, you won't be around. And if you are, we'll find him somewhere else. If we can't handle him without you, then we ain't the Brazen.
So no eating Azazel.
No, he knows that.
All right, I respect your wisdom. You know him better than me.
Swear it.
She opens up her hand and it just like there's just like a whoosh and she's bleeding, and droplets go over the doll. I swear I will not consume the flesh or spirit of Azazel, of the demon named Azazel.
It's a bit dramatic, but Miranda probably very much approves.
Part Fae, so if I swear it, if I say it,
For the blood of Satan.
for the blood gods.
Word is bond.
Shall we?
Well, if you own this place now, can I stay here? Do I lease it from you?
How much gold you got?
Jesus Christ. I'm the dragon.
She's like,
I was thinking.
Yeah, right?
Rent it
We're
out.
landlords now!
yeah,
God,
Dandy's
no,
a
we
landlord.
can't. No.
Dandy's a landlord.
No.
Dandy's a landlord.
At least get her. No, my name's not on the deed.
Whoa,
That's his. It's his.
The deed was thrown to me.
Yeah, but like when he disappears, I think like you share a body.
No.
Yeah, so Drac can just be like, yep.
I
But
bet you
you
there's.
earn it through squatters' rights.
I bet you there's like a clause in like D&D like just real estate law that if you're somehow like a being with 2 souls, if you like die,
No.
all ownership and responsibility goes to the other soul, like housed in the same body. You know what? I would not be surprised if that was like a clause in like fantasy or not environmental, forgive me,
Or how do you handle it?
real
What's
estate
the
law.
What area is the property in?
So you remember you guys are at like the very bottom of a dwarven hold. You are in an excavated palace that so like this
So
money.
it's dark and smelly and wet.
No, it's very
Or-
Egyptian. It's incredibly it's very clean. There's a lot of paintings, kind of showing the history of Sebastan. Essentially, I don't mind telling you guys now because you fought the boss and all that. Essentially, the dwarves dug and dug and dug and dug and dug, and they ended up excavating a mummy's tomb. And so this is the mummy's tomb. The mummy's tomb is designed as their estate.
But
So it's more
why?
the interior.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty nice. It's a 6-bedroom, 8-bath, pavilion, treasure room, feasting hall, underground garden. Yeah, it's a very nice. I've been using the term palace. Like it's a think it kind of Egyptian. Think of a small Egyptian style palace.
Think about 500 gold a month.
It's insanely high.
So
You just said a palace.
Imagine 1 gold is $100.
a platinum.
Alright.
You know, honestly,
2 platinum.
before we go crazy with this whole property ownership thing, why don't we need some time to actually look at the deed? This is all, just springing upon us. I don't want to be hasty. Also, I don't give a fuck where you stay.
Wait, you already have a home. You're with the circus.
I'm living in refugee housing while assisting a war effort. If this place is going to be empty, can I lease it from you?
Now we're talking. Good. Yes, pay me rent.
Why,
I mean,
why,
pay Drac rent.
Conquest.
why is the dragon the one not giving a shit about payment?
You've changed,
Are you
bro.
are you okay, Drac?
Well, because you sleep with
You're looking a little
Well-
blue.
Fuck off!
What shade? No, I just there's just a few things that are just a little more important right now, like stopping this drow invasion, killing Azazel.
I will remind you, you guys have a meeting with the like upper brass of the Cabinet Encore because
Oh,
you turned
yeah.
over that dead body. That's in
That.
like 4 hours. Like that's very
Neat.
like you guys probably don't have time to take a long rest. Like maybe Shorty
Neat.
like
How long is a long rest?
say
Like
8.
8
It's 8 hours.
What if I
So if
smoke
we-
a pound of elven grass and take a quick little nap?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
so
do
we can
this
take
real quick.
we can take an 8-hour rest in 4 hours.
You know,
if
you
it's-
guys should enchant like joints of catnap.
Yeah.
Catnap is a spell where you see it takes like a minute and you get the benefits of a short rest.
Yep.
You just like pass around like a J.
It's great for matches that long and short rests.
Yep.
Yep. No, she's got the druid recovery thing. It helps.
You got a short rest shit. That's your action surge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's like all short.
This side of the table, when they're all
My
here.
shit's like
short
all
rest.
long rest though.
All right. But yeah, you guys do have like again, I'm gonna say 8 bedroom, 12 bath.
We're gonna
you
turn
go,
this
sir.
mausoleum
Well,
into a houseoleum.
Yeah, it's a small palace.
I love that it keeps getting
All right, hold on. I'm
So-
writing it
It
down.
keeps getting bigger and bigger, and the rent just keeps going
Go
up.
on.
Alright, so
6 bedroom, 10
Yeah,
bath.
so adjusted for inflation.
You
Now-
made it even smaller than the first time.
What I would say first time.
It was like, what was it, like 10?
It was 8. It was 8.
So we got a 10 bed, 10
Eight,
bath.
8. So 8
are there
bedroom,
trees in here?
8 bedroom, 10
Are
Are
bath.
there trees in here?
There's a garden. And it's an underground
Does it
garden.
have a tree?
No, it's all fungal.
Are we
It's
get on that
bioluminescent
shit?
moss.
Ew,
We need to
fungal.
get a tree built.
Right.
Get a
You could just make a
built.
tree in the garden. Like you could go to the garden right now and make a tree.
Yeah, but I have to figure out the whole artificial sunlight.
Yeah.
Make that damn tree. You'll be alright.
Go. Give me a nature check, or roll a spell attack roll for me.
This
A spell attack.
Yeah.
is a world of magic. You just need to enchant something with daylight or some shit. on the
Yeah.
side.
Right. Like you're fine. Tree
You
law.
just get a clock that's enchanted with like
14 plus
daylight
9.
for like.
Okay.
Or buy a drift.
What tree do you want to
Yeah.
make down here?
Oh, that's a good question.
You come back to me. You've essentially made it that it will be able to feed off the bioluminescent moss all around it.
Peach
As
tree.
okay, so you make a pea tree that can exist underground as long as there's bioluminescent moss around it, which there is a lot. So yeah.
Cool. Now we can get
Yeah.
there from the show.
So we
I'm
went
sorry
into,
if you felt bugged. This is my last stream for a while, and I was hoping
Alright.
I was hoping a lot of people I like could be here because I want to see.
we
you
go
for a
into
while.
creative mode. We place a tree.
Yep.
We teleport.
Umbrella.
We go to creative.
No, I mean we don't need to teleport now. I'm just saying like
Well, we do. We have to go back up.
And can I get
Yeah,
a
I know.
hot tip?
You can just,
we don't
there's
need to go
a
back to the
carriage
ship.
outside,
Yes.
like, and you have nowhere else to stay the night, guys.
Didn't you say we had a meeting
have a
in
meeting
4
in
hours?
4 hours.
Yeah, you're just gonna show up like 4 hours early.
No,
No,
there's
How
we'll,
long
no,
is
we'll
a
take the
big
long
city?
way. We'll take the long way and watch.
Okay, all right. I thought I was being really cool, giving you guys like a home base. All right,
I mean, no, I just like there's
Well,
other
then
shit
you
we could
had
do.
someone-
Danny
ask
spent
us-
resources to make a tree.
If you would have told us we had a meeting in 9 hours, we'd been like, all right, let's stay at the crib.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
hey, can we
we
call
still
them and push
can.
the meeting back?
but now we have this little
Yeah, let's
weirdo
make a
let me
call.
use it.
Yeah.
Tell them something came up. We pushing the meeting back.
Jesus Christ.
We had to deal with
Yeah,
the
we-
fucking
due to
demon in
inclement
our
weather.
mummy.
Dude, ain't coming with
In the underground.
Hoops.
Zemi has reminded me that I should have 5 squats for that sub. Guys, subscribe and I'll do exercises. Please help me stay in shape. All right. So okay. Yeah. So there's a carriage outside. You guys can take it and just take like a really.
We drive it right through the tree.
You guys can take it the long way to the address you were given for your meeting with the upper brass of the military. Because you guys showed up with the body of the foreign enemy of the invading enemy's general.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
no
you know.
big deal.
Yeah, no, pretty big deal. So like they want to fucking meet you, but it was so late. Like it was God, because you guys got in at like 9, 10 or something, and then you like went down to find the circus. You gave the sword. There was a knock. So like you probably had this like feast thing at like 11.
Yeah.
So it's probably like
Fucking
midnight.
tired.
So it's probably like midnight right now. So I
Why the fuck they want a 4 a.m. meeting?
yeah. So forgive me. I'm gonna correct myself. So it's probably like 6 a.m. So like the first thing.
So
You
do
mean
we
it-
have
so you
time
mean
for a
8
long
a.m.
rest?
Yeah,
It's time for a short rest.
I mean,
Somebody
the
call
short
her.
rest has always been on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Give us 6
know.
hours.
But like, I feel 6 hours is close
Yeah.
enough.
Okay, here's what we do. We take a long rest and we just show up an hour late.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
I tie a note around.
They're never gonna fucking find you down here. They're gonna like.
I mean,
Yeah, the Brazen is
what
always
they gonna do?
fast.
Send an assault crew because we late? Like, no.
Yeah.
Should we walk in with coffees? Would that
Sometimes
be a
it-
little too much?
Yeah, show up late with iced coffees from Starbucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes the graveyard Brazen be late.
Look,
We
okay.
was at the graveyard.
Now, your Dandy is she's like a brew master. She owns a brewery. What's going on with that?
Jesus Christ,
No,
man!
listen, listen.
What?
I'm planning the wedding. So.
You said we were gonna walk in with Starboat stuff. It's like, why don't we expand?
Like
I
a
Instead,
make
bar.
I make the joke all. I can't believe you don't remember this. I make the joke all the time that she is just that it's her backstory is that she's the Starbucks mermaid. She doesn't own the brewery. She's just
Okay.
Yeah, but now my boyfriend does.
now her boyfriend. does.
okay, so yeah, what I'm saying is, like, we got so much pull, dude. Like, they will wait on us.
All right, real quick, catch up, Vazriel on
And,
what happened.
and it'll be our first time being late for something.
Sure, it's just kind of bad form.
I'm stuck.
Vazriel has entered the chat. Quick, catch them up.
Yeah, Zazel showed up and was an asshole.
Again?
Yeah.
He was trying to be very
He
thankful.
showed up just.
No, he
to-
wasn't.
No,
He
he
was
was
trying
trying
to
to
really
assault
like,
Sofia.
extend the contract.
Hey, no, you can't assault Stothic.
He showed up with a bunch of scrolls and they stole one. Please look at that fucking scroll.
Night monkey.
That's what we gotta do.
We got it. We're doing it on the way up.
Okay, it's not for 6 hours.
All right. Well, I'll look at it before I go to bed, man.
Okay, cool.
Tell her about it.
The whole
Alright,
thing,
I
like,
read-
there's other
I
stuff we
read-
can do.
I read
That's
the
one
scroll.
of them.
Okay, I won't let you identify. This is a scroll of you don't know who it's exactly with yet because it's even though you speak Infernal, it's heavily enchanted. It's very hard to read. And kind of while you're using it, you're almost attuning to it in order to understand it, and it becomes very clear that this is a contract for
Scroll.
someone's life.
For who?
Someone. This is a
For-
devil's contract. I wasn't expecting you to steal this.
You know, I was hoping for like a spell scroll, like, hey, that's a revivify or something. Like,
Nope,
That'd be
this
too
is
easy.
this is someone's soul contract. Guys, what did someone make a deal with the devil for? Chat, go ahead and let me know.
Scroll a devil's contract for someone's life.
Yes, and
Can I
I
to say who?
so I wasn't planning for you to get one.
Oh, okay. We'll
but
find out in a few weeks.
Hold on, let me tell you this. The big thing is you notice it's not made out to Azazel.
Who's it made out to?
It's the mummy bitch.
No, close. It's made out to the Rakshasa.
Yeah.
And it clicks in your head. That's why Azazel was so proud of you. He didn't care who won this fight. He didn't care what Eudora ate. He just wanted that Rakshasa out of hell to rob his vaults where he keeps the contracts. So those 17 contracts he was jostling, he just robbed the Rakshasa. So all of his most important contracts are now held by Azazel.
But he's gonna have to have a meeting about those, have those transferred into his name.
Yep. So like, but possession's 9/10 of the law.
So does that mean he could like destroy it and the contract would be null and void?
Make a religion check.
No.
No,
Because they're
no.
all about rules and laws. His name is not on that document. They
Yeah.
would have to be redone.
Yeah, but they're all about rules and laws. There's some pretty
13.
13. Okay, you're not sure. You know most devil's contracts you can't just like rip. And, like they just reform. Like they don't really like you know people have outlawed you. And to Dan's point, like wait, he doesn't have them. You know, there's pretty hefty punishments for losing your contracts.
Well, he's already dead, so what more could they
Well,
do?
he reforms in hell.
Yeah.
He does, and you know that as well. You know that
Yeah.
Rakshasha's you know that Rakshasa is
Yeah,
reforming.
but
in
what
hell.
if Odium ate his soul?
Odium does not do that.
Son of a
We're
bitch.
gonna get close.
We don't. Yeah, I was like.
Not yet.
This is Katana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her soul.
Yeah, man, give me that soul.
So, as you read over the scroll, it's to a gnome named Tito that made a deal with the devil in order to become incredibly gifted with a magical drum. It was for talent. There were some other things, but yeah, that's what chat's
Tito's
giving.
stupid.
Not everybody who makes deals.
Wow.
I was gonna say,
Tito.
That's illness. Tito needs to learn how to play a drum nice.
No,
you
to
never
be,
had a
no.
dream.
No, it's like Devil went down to Georgia. Like he made the deal to become like a drumming master.
Well, that's not Devil Without Georgia.
Well,
You're thinking
you-
of the Crossroads.
Okay.
Regardless,
Have you never been a bard before? Like,
it's still stupid.
Um,
Oh my god, you can't master an instrument on your own, lazy ass.
But yeah, Tito was in poverty.
It's like she's never played a warlock before.
Really? Come on.
Yeah. Tito was in poverty, sold their soul to this Rakshasa to become prolific with drums.
Did he have 4 brothers?
Did he have 4 brothers, Chat?
Oh, it was for
That's not a
magical.
god.
It's I got it.
No, I know what you do in jail.
Yes, Ghosty, you can. Also, if anyone wants to subscribe tonight, again, we've had some damage to the house because of the storm. So anyone who subscribes tonight, you can have a free redemption of any channel reward that is 10K or less.
If Tito had 4 brothers, I know why he sold his soul.
All right. But yeah, we'll spec out more about Tito later. But it
Okay, I have
It'll be as simple as Joe
Tito's
might be.
soul contract.
you have Tito's soul contract.
Great. That's
But speaking to Danny's point, there's some pretty hefty punishments if you lose control, if you lose possession of the contracts you're responsible for, that are dealt out by hell. So all Azazel has to do is somehow call for an audit, and that guy is turbo fucked. And then maybe Azazel can swoop and be like, well, don't worry, I was able to procure them. And then maybe as a bartering chip for him to get out of legal trouble, he signs all the contracts over to Azazel.
I would argue that they should be ours because we killed it.
You guys should go to, if you guys
Let's not
want,
do that.
if you guys want, you guys can look into putting some feelers out. You can try to contact that storm giant again, and if that comes to pass, you can come to that court and argue that you should get all the contracts. That is absolutely a subplot I'm allowing. And
Yeah,
DJ can come
so-
reprise his role.
So that master spy we got.
Ah. I'm gonna peek my head through the tree.
Hey, Anonymous.
Actually, he just kind of shows up places, doesn't he?
You stick your head
He's
through the.
on our boat.
I will allow this. You stick your head through the tree to show up in Anonymous's room.
Yeah, he has like a potted plant in
Yes.
the corner.
I think for the sake of whatever, all of you gave a pot for Roxpala, you gave all of your crew a potted plant. Now they're figuring out why, and they're not super pleased about it.
Bad.
I thought this was just a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought you just got them like a nice,
Damn it,
like,
dude.
They're nice. I
Welcome
grew
to the
them
mausoleum.
myself.
They're essentially like, oh god, oh, Jesus. I can't remember the name of the really tiny...
Bonsai.
Bonsai, thank you. They're just bonsais. Your whole head just...
Bonsai nanny cams?
Or bonsai dandy cams. Alright, yeah, if you want to stick your hand. Hold on real quick, I'm gonna see if I have my mask. It helps me being a character.
Hey. So we're gonna try and save Tito, but
At some point.
Alright, I don't see it. But yeah, he
Wait,
is...
the bathroom door?
It's... Oh, is it? It's a Guy Fawkes mask.
She ain't gonna know who that is.
No, it's not over here.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh no!
Alright, I'll worry about it later.
Okay.
Alright, so light. Yep.
Court,
Please
court,
subscribe.
court.
Oh my
Stuck to
god,
your
it's stuck to
hair.
my hair. Oh, ow. Oh, fucky ow.
This is just some behind the scenes shenanigans. We hope you liked it.
Alright. Okay, so sorry.
It's like how I was packaging the things today
Yep.
for the church. I was like, we're not professional. It's okay. They'll
So,
understand our
is-
faith isn't great.
So his mask is on top of his head, not over his face, and he's face down on his desk.
Anonymous?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
This is kind of close to my Azazel voice. I need to be very careful.
No, your usual voice is
Hello.
What?
it's like it's this very
I thought my Azazel voice was kind of over here. Anyway, hello. I'm the anonymous one.
he's not British.
He kind of is. He's basically wearing
didn't
the
know.
spy. He can be whoever he wants.
That's fine.
sorry.
We're wanting information about.
Do you need to?
No.
So-
This is above table because I don't know how to word things.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to think of how to word it, dude. It's come to our it's come to our attention that a number of contracts have been stolen from a certain Rakshasa.
I'm saying this.
No, Drax head just comes
Comes
in.
in.
Should
No, he's in your head, whispering in your in-head ear. Like,
should anything come up about it in the whatever the contract court world is. I don't
The
know.
greater courts.
The
of
great,
law.
yes. It would be somewhat of an interest to us.
It's not guaranteed that I can find out such things, but I can put out some feelers.
So that's all I ask.
Very well.
Very specifically, we would like to know how rules of combat align with possession of things.
Rules of combat?
Well, so in terms of like if we can murder someone and take their shit and claim it as our own.
That's
because
just
that was a whole
D&D.
thing. Exactly. So we need to know if demons are on
the
board.
murder
Because-
hobo.
Because typically not. Murder,
we're
even in
homeowners
hell,
now.
must be sanctioned.
Okay.
So you can't.
If they tried to
Oh,
murder
alright.
us first, though.
No, we have a home
You
now.
got these
Why
Yeah,
would
we
you
have
to the
know?
mansion.
Even if you kill in self-defense,
You're right.
typically you are not then allowed to take their property.
DM,
Yes, sir.
has Azazel signed the contract I have already?
No. Remember, these are the contracts that were made to the Rakshasa,
Good,
not
good, good.
Azazel.
So none of them have been switched over yet.
No, like this just happened.
Excellent.
We only got one because of Night Monkey.
Also, they now own the palace.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like we.
We have a night monkey? I have a monkey.
Yes.
See, I
So
told
he
you.
has night monkey.
Your monkey and Night Monkey are now like glaring at each other.
And
They
Night
can be
Monkey.
friends.
And Night
I
Monkey.
have a monkey!
Night Monkey
So
is
that's-
dressed like
I don't know,
Nightwing.
dude. I have a monkey
Night
now.
Monkey is dressed like Nightwing.
Was I there?
It's not.
Yes.
Yes.
Could I have helped to steal?
It's they already
I'm
got
a
it.
rogue.
They are.
I shouldn't be punished
He
for,
won't let
for
us have
putting my
more.
I
child.
won't
Yeah,
let you
that's
have
why I
more.
got my monkey.
I won't let you have more. Yes, you helped.
I mean, we definitely all helped to stop Azazel trying to mac on Starfig. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He tried to kiss Stothic without consent. What would
Yeah.
you have
Yeah,
done?
but then
And
Matt
everybody, everybody was like, "Yo, sit the fuck down."
Yeah. What would if you don't mind, because I don't want you to miss this. What would you have done? What did Basriel do when Azazel tried to kiss Stothic without permission? What? Yeah, you just had your
Stabbed him.
yeah, you just had your sword at his throat.
Consent?
I like to think you did that. Consent. All right. Anyway, you're all confirmed allies. All right. Yeah. So in chat, please show me your favorite emojis. Okay. And whew, all right. Cass is all caught
Bonus
up.
points if they're knives.
You guys are all caught up. And yeah, you do own the palace of the Mummy Lord.
Yeah.
which has 20 beds, 20 baths, and 100 kitchens.
It's 8 beds, 10 bath.
15
20 beds, 20
home
baths.
theaters. Let's see.
Yeah, y'all
A
should
bowling
Bowling alley.
You see what happened when you bring that down?
I
A
will
roller
give you.
coaster.
It's just going there.
I
Our
will.
demands are small.
Our demands are simple.
Hey, can I get a hot tub?
I will give you
That was one of the best.
one like
Our demands are
theater.
simple. I want a
I will give you
roller
one open air theater.
Yes, open air to the underground.
underground.
Yeah, right. It's just open cavern, like
Open
And
cavern.
that would
one-
be, that would be dope, like a cavern, like.
Actually, yeah, the acoustics are probably great.
yeah, and one hot tub.
Can we have like a giant bath?
Yeah, one bath is very large.
What does the mummy lord need? You know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Everybody needs a little R&R.
They're buried with their wealth.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, you have this contract to Tito the drummer.
Right. Okay.
Justified. That was dope.
Okay.
You say Jackson 5, they was dwarves.
Yes, that is exactly what he said.
Hey,
Okay.
the man sold his soul
Yeah.
to become a good drummer.
All right.
They had drummers in Jackson 5. If Tito got 4 brothers, I'm telling you, one of those other contracts that he got is probably Michael's.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's been
Yeah.
collected.
my
That's
God.
it.
All right. But yeah, and you're meeting with the upper brass of the military here in 6 hours.
Sure. Yeah.
That's my lord.
I mean, we might as well try to get some rest.
That's a full rest.
No,
Why not?
because that's
Rules
it's,
is right.
it's 8 hours.
I'm just saying, people with ADHD can like get a full rest in 3 hours.
That'd be a cool
I was
like
gonna say,
feat.
talk to elves.
Yeah.
No,
So
elves do not get a full rest. They only have to be in trance for 4 hours. They still have to rest for the full 8, confirmed by the creators. They can engage in light activity for the other 4.
Yeah, light activity like
how,
a board
how
meeting.
long? How long
Yeah.
is the journey from the house to the meeting?
You're not sure. You don't have yield GPS, but you do have like an address to go to. Yeah, you're not sure. You could like run out. It's midnight. You could try to like run out and find someone, but
It's all right.
there is a curfew now.
I'm just gonna go
We
sleep
also
in the carriage.
have a house.
Well, technically Drac owns it, but
Why Drac?
Because he's the one. I'm the one he threw the deed at. I don't know.
Possession is
He didn't
not
exactly give
possible.
specifics.
No.
It's just like, oh.
As you
yeah,
look over the contract, it is made out to the members of the Graveyard Brazen.
The graveyard.
So
The
this
gra-
isn't even ours.
Why are you like fucking me tonight?
She can.
We use protection.
Also that weird girl made a doll.
Oh yeah.
Hi. Theodora's still here.
Does she have a doll? Like
Yep.
what?
She made a doll. It looks exactly like this.
It also has blood on it right now.
Why?
If I die, if that doll still exists, I come back to life.
Ah, it's a Horcrux.
It's Tether.
Hey, we could, just regular us can sleep for 6 hours, and then for 2 hours can include light activities such as talking
Yeah.
and standing. That's all you got to do at the meeting. We got it. We got it.
Oh my god, I fucking love you guys.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Just nobody do any like heavy activity. Like at the war meeting, don't just stand there and talk. That's all we gotta do.
no one's allowed to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. You can't guidance.
No guidance.
Well, we shouldn't really be casting a spell
Yeah,
in front
like
of him
that's
anyway.
really obvious.
Alright,
It's a little
cool.
sketchy.
So you guys just take a long rest?
Yeah. Sure.
Alright, cool.
Sure, the meeting's only gonna take 2 hours. Surely.
Alright, so you guys
Even if it doesn't, we just don't do anything.
We just
for
don't
some
do anything
time.
for the next 2. Yeah.
I, like assassins drop in and you're like, we can't do anything
Yeah, no,
for 2
We're
more
resting.
hours.
Doctor's
Yeah.
orders, guys.
So-
Damn it. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just send Mac after them because I can just
Yeah.
resummon him.
Yeah.
Night Monkey doesn't need a long rest. He's good to go.
Oh my god, it's just the
He stays up all
familiar
night.
episode.
Oh my god,
It's a familiar episode. We got.
it's Night
yeah.
Monkey riding Mac and her monkey. What's your monkey's name?
Banana.
And Banana has a turret.
Yoruichi Brothers,
Yep.
Tidbit.
T-Bit and Bandit.
The best combat ever.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
my God.
And then somehow
And the
Garden shows
goblins.
up.
And the goblins roll up.
It's great.
Oh my god, I really
All
All
want
we
to.
gotta do is
If
talk.
we reach X incentive, we'll do a familiar episode.
If
I
we
was
get,
literally about to ask
honestly,
that
if we
earlier.
get 450 subscribers, we're at 410. So if we
Yeah.
get 40 subscribers, we'll do a familiar episode. Guys,
do we count my my donkey?
sure.
Yes.
But
Okay.
you guys need to be real cool about the fact that Drew's familiars can be way stronger.
Way
way more
way
confident.
stronger.
Just throwing out 10d6
Yeah.
thunder.
Just 10d6 thunder.
Bruce has vampire teeth.
Hey,
And
man.
a gun.
Listen to God.
All right, I give Night Monkey the staff of striking. Nightwing's got a fucking staff. Right?
Yoruichi grab Onion.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. Nightwing, Night Monkey,
Night Monkey.
Monkey.
I like
Is
the
his last name Wukong?
Yeah.
Night Monkey Wukong.
Staff.
I like the picture all our familiars. You got like
Striking.
Pikachu, Squirtle,
Yeah,
you got
right.
like Jigglypuff, and Drew familiars at Charizard.
Yeah, like everyone's a starter. It's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
it's like, what Pokemon you're like, oh, I'm using Mimikyu. Like, oh yeah, I'm using like, Jigglypuff. I was like, what are you bringing? Latios?
All right, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I got Ray Ray.
Can you pick Pikachu?
That's not a starter.
And yellow it is.
I was gonna say,
Okay, okay.
didn't we give him all like the main options?
He picked Squirtle.
No, he picked Bulbasaur.
Oh, he did.
Actually, yeah, he picked
He
Bulbasaur.
picked Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur is so
That was
great.
my first pick too back then.
Charmander.
All right.
And I was
Okay.
like, anyway,
Long rest.
moving on.
Da-da-da-da. It's an uncomfortable rest. You are in a creepy Egyptian tomb.
He's been trying to talk this shit up the whole time, and now all of a sudden it's creepy.
It's nice, but
You
it's
said
like
it was clean.
It's
it's
a
clean.
10 bed, 8 bath mansion with a hot
32
tub
bed.
and an open air
Roller
theater
skating
and a
rink.
roller skating rink and a bowling alley. But it's creepy. But
creepy,
it's
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
creepy,
it's
don't
still,
enjoy
it's still like it's still okay. Close
It's
your
a
eyes.
Halloween episode of MTV Cribs.
Okay, close your eyes, guys. Slap the person next to you.
No.
Damn it.
Wait.
What?
player next to you.
Well,
All right.
I'm never gonna hit Drew.
Alright. But it is still like mummy aesthetic. It is very much like mummy aesthetic. So that's what I
So
forgive
like
me.
royal Egyptian.
Creepy royal Egyptian.
Why would the royals have it be creepy
That's
before
just-
they died?
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know, have you ever read about Ramses?
Yeah.
There's a
I start
scorpion king
planning.
around.
Since I can, like, you know, do light activity,
Yeah.
I start planning how I'm going to decorate this to make it less creepy.
Alright. Make
I'm just
a
going the fuck to sleep.
make a performance check.
I'm fucking tired.
That landed in my...
Roll. Roll like a normal person.
17.
Okay. You think for like 1,000 gold, you could make this place look like an incredible like gem of the ton. Did I use that right?
I mean, yeah, but we don't want that. This is our
Yeah,
hideaway.
this is our hideout.
It doesn't
Okay.
need
Alright.
to look like a gem of a ton. It just needs to be beautiful for our purposes.
Okay. All right, but still, for like 1,000, if you invest like 1,000 gold, you think you can make it like?
Staltic changes nothing because he's into that creepy vibe.
Well, you're
No,
Sebastanian,
I'm kidding.
so that would make sense. Like this is actually
Have
to
fun
you,
with it.
not to like give
There's
more
like a
strength.
sarcophagus in the room. He just sleeps in it.
Yeah, not to give more strength to Pandy's point, but for you being your church is in Sebastan, and this kind of style is old Sebastanian, so you're a bit more comfortable here. This probably doesn't feel as creepy to you. But like, imagine you guys from your walks of life just
Yeah.
had to spend a night
Your
in like.
cult.
He said church. That came straight from the DM.
Churches aren't creepy. Cults are creepy.
Yeah, churches are creepy.
Anyway,
It's weird that y'all don't
okay,
get tired.
Drew has a question.
Actually, I have 2 questions.
Okay.
This is getting into semantics and mechanics and shit. So,
Shit.
if an ability normally goes based off of a class level,
Yeah.
would I be able to use my ranger level because it's coming from said item from the card?
Would that be?
It's from a class that he's not.
Yes.
So can he use his ranger level?
Oh yes, yes. There we go.
Question.
All right. Second question.
Second question: do you have a D100? There we go.
You want Chad to roll it?
No. This
Okay.
is my. This is
Okay.
This is
This
mine.
is my
Let
thing.
him know.
Let him know.
Would Drek know how feasible or realistic it would be to have a god absolve a contract?
Tough. You're looking at divine intervention and not being a cleric.
Gee, I wonder what the fuck I have.
Yeah. If you crank it, you get it.
Okay.
All right. What god do you pray to?
I'm in a dragon, so Bahamut.
Okay.
So I have to roll 12 or lower, because what I'm trying to ask for is to get us out of this fucking contract with Azazel.
I love it.
Okay.
What do you need?
12 or lower. It's my level or
Okay.
lower. I mean,
Possible.
yeah, if you roll a number equal to or lower than your, in this case, ranger level.
I mean, we're all in the contract. Shouldn't it be the sum of our levels?
No.
No.
That was.
I tried,
Cass, you
man.
always go for it. Like, I respect the hell out of it.
Nope, 68.
68.
That's not even some of our
It
levels.
wouldn't
Yeah.
have worked anyway.
Man,
You know
he
what?
was, he was
Sure,
one
Cassie.
short. If he got one more, it would have been perfect.
Don't give it to me after the fact.
Could we duck
It still
that?
wouldn't.
Yeah, sure.
I
I'll take a
know,
duck.
but
I mean, okay.
One duck. Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy hoes.
so yeah, you said some of our levels.
No, I'm kidding.
No, you didn't.
Stop.
You said it.
No
Rewind
take back
the
to
rewind
Rewind
the
the tape.
body.
That's even worse.
Uh-oh.
I'll try.
It's a 91.
One.
It was, or 97. It was very close though.
All right. Your divine spirit is somehow blocked deep underground. All right. Anyway.
Like it sensed you when I played it.
All right.
I mean, it's only 12% chance. It's
It's
kind of
okay.
low.
It's okay. All right. So you guys take your long rest, and you
Oh.
guys.
My bad. I didn't know we was getting along.
Yeah, you get a long rest, and you start. You guys wake up 6 hours later. It is not a good restful slumber, but mechanically you have all your shit back. But none of you slept well last night, like very much, except for Stothic, who feels at home here.
I was at 45 health. That's why.
Oh!
Yeah, I know Miranda was also getting kind of low.
Yeah. And yeah, now you guys have a war meeting to get to.
What would the dwarves drink
I
instead
don't
of
know.
milk?
I don't know what book that's from.
Oh no!
Chat,
I've
what
never heard
would
of that spell.
I think they would drink Kahlua.
There's a feat that does that. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, they're probably trade partners with Bella, so they've like developed Kahlua.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. But yeah,
I feel better that
if
I
chat
had
you
no
have,
clue what it did.
um,
I feel better now.
we gotta think of who invented energy drinks.
We
Oh
already-
yeah. What's his fucking name? Pogo Cooter.
Oh, Cooter invented it. Cooter juice.
Cooter juice.
Oh my god.
I hate everything.
That's
You
canon.
can't get upset about us saying Peter snacks.
Anyway,
You
alright.
possibly cooter juice.
Yeah, that's meant to be fucking
Alright.
perverted and weird.
But yeah, chat, what do you guys think dwarves drink in the morning? But yeah, your rest ends, but I can't even say dawn comes because it's hard to tell when you're underground.
Do I have a druid sense?
Maybe, I'll say yeah. But yeah,
Use a druid snack.
it's a
Can I have
Do
druid
I have druid
snacks?
Do I have druid snacks, DM? But yeah, chat, I'll throw it to you guys. What do you think dwarven
I've
like
got it. I've got it
coffee
pulled up.
equivalent would be?
Okay.
Stacy.
Is it like inspiring leader, basically?
That's what I was thinking. It was.
Kind of.
Okay. I'm trying to understand what my card does.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's from Acquisitions Inc. That's
Yeah.
why I have not played with that source material yet.
All
but
good.
we have it up.
All right, so you guys just start heading to the war meeting or anything else?
I guess I picked up a can of Cooter juice on the way, but I tore it into like a to-go container, so I'm not just rolling in.
Cooter to go.
All right. Can we switch to the dwarven music?
Also, chat, you can decide what flavor this Cooter juice is.
So
No, no, I don't like it in that form.
all right, I'm afraid of the kind of like themed cooter juice like flavors would be like instead of berry blast, it's like
Passion fruit.
pubic sweat.
Also, what's funny is so my thing about the word
Wow,
Peter,
Fine.
Cooter is the other one that is used.
Hey, in a days, what's up, man? Jam gets advantage upon his return. All right. So the war effort is in full swing. The city didn't completely go to bed as the Duragar and the Drow actually attacked the most at night.
End of this session, yes.
And so the counter tunneling and all the very visceral and violent up-close bloody warfare comes to a close as when dawn breaks, the thunder of the guns, which you guys could not hear so deep in the deeps, stop breaking upon the mountain. As you guys know, the historic beautiful forest upon the Karazankor has been completely destroyed. What took thousands of years, you could probably still hear the trees crying as they echo in their just destruction of what is lost, as the petrified, burnt, scorched earth that is the Karazankor still stands defiant as this crown. But you guys push up to the city, and people are rearming and resupplying. People are all the citizens have some sort of daily job that they do, whether that's just arrow making. All the restaurants as you come up are closed as you try to get your juice. You can't really find any. A lot of the pretty much every restaurant has kind of been repurposed. This is a real thing that happens during war, as just kind of a food station, a gruel station. You guys don't have to purchase anything.
I mean, they gave the soldiers coffee.
I mean, yeah, so they probably
There you
have
go,
coffee.
They give you cooter juice.
Now, the cooter juice is a luxury that is truly a luxury that cannot always be afforded. You monsters. But yes, as you guys come out, someone does just pour some, again, hearty, doing the best they can, but gruel, and just passes you a bowl of it.
Thank you.
Does prestidigitation affect taste?
Yes.
I prestidigitation the gruel.
Okay. What?
Like the big pot. So that way I can help them out.
You. Oh, what's your armor class?
Oh.
What's your armor class?
No, I would do it without asking. I'm gonna go to the person.
Okay. What's? Oh my God! Thank you so much for gifting us 5 subs. If we get 450 subs, we are doing a familiar episode where everyone plays. Thank you, Balmog. Guys, if we get a hype train on the tracks right now, I will give everyone advantage. Thank you so much. Like I said, we lost power a bit today. A shingle flew over my house. Multiple trees went down in my backyard. So it's certainly going a long way tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Balmong, for the 5 gifted. Why I got you on the horn, Balmong, what do you want from Japan? All right. Moving on and forward. What's your armor class?
Are they a hag?
Just what's your armor? No.
20.
Dude, that would be
It affects
wild.
my thing!
You take 1 point of damage as this old dwarven woman thwacks your hand with a ladle.
I can.
Oh, love. At no point are you touching my soup. I make this with love?
I think
Try
it's
it.
good. Can I add some extra love?
No!
Do I try it?
Yeah, try it.
Can I try it?
Yeah, okay, so as you guys try.
You wouldn't salt your food.
No, I know. I'm like. Well, you said it was bad, and that's
No,
why I was
I actually
like,
purposefully haven't described the taste because no one
Okay.
told me they were eating it.
Well, not
I guess,
Candy's
yes.
like.
Yeah.
Just, I haven't had time. But yeah, and guys, we're doing some Coastal Hype Train. If we get it, I'll give everyone advantage, and I will tell you how proud I am of you. All right. But yeah, as you're trying, it's actually incredibly rich with meat. There are a lot of hearty chunks of meat, which shocks you that the everyday person is getting meat when they've been under siege for months. It's not like they have cattle ranches down here. So it's not like they have a bunch of pastures underground. So you're pretty surprised with that, but it is very, very good food. It tastes quite good. He's in a day subscribed with Prime. We have our hype train.
I hold my bowl of gruel up so Night Monkey can partake. So the spider monkey on my shoulder,
forget to-
wearing a bandana or bandit mask, just starts eating.
Night Monkey approves. Anyways, send Fno Mayo your address so we can give you the
I already
shirt.
did it.
Okay, never
I already
mind.
have it. Balmong's always on it. For those of you in chat who did win prizes, Cassie and I did box them up. I will be putting addresses on tomorrow, and they should be sent out in
Sometime next week.
So,
Sometimes
because
early next week.
tomorrow there's no
It's-
postal office.
You know.
But I'm asking you today because we have to send him his shirt. The shirt that he's missing.
Oh,
Yep.
you said Balmong give us your address.
No, he said in a day.
He does. I believe I have it, but send it to me anyway, please.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's actually quite hearty and very good and weirdly meaty.
It's delicious.
It doesn't need any other help. Ching, ching.
You never look at free food that way. Actually, it's more like, never you look at free food that way. You just take it and be happy.
I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it for everybody.
You didn't ask permission.
I was about to ask permission, and then
You
you
were
decided I got stuck.
You said, I'm gonna do prestidigitation on the pot. Like, you were already trying to do it, Vazriel.
This is what. Okay, I love you.
Panda.
Don't.
I love you.
This is about Vazriel and Tandy.
Panda.
I love you so much, Cassie. This is how you play D&D.
Panda.
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
No. Panda.
I got you. This is how you try to play D&D. You're like, oh, I do this thing. Okay, well, here are the repercussions. Well, I would have asked first if there were gonna be if I had known there were gonna be repercussions.
Yeah, well, I think I have a quote about that. Something.
Cassie, please. Please, it's for the role play, Cassie.
Role play this, Panda.
Well,
He's gonna
someone
crack.
in an earlier session said, I'm not trying to pull a Cassie, but...
But yeah, that's how Cassie plays D&D. I do this thing. Okay, well, here are the repercussions.
No.
Well, if there were repercussions, I wouldn't have done it.
I gotta, because he's gonna harm me no matter what. So I have
But
to try to
Cassie's
geek out
playing-
every
Oh.
bit I can.
If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Yeah.
Also-
There
Oh,
was
here,
no
here it
action.
is. I got Casey's quote is, you have to take back your movement, Cassie. I don't want to. If I already broke the rules, you may as well embrace it.
I mean, Dreamer Zero gives Karama advantage.
Dreamer Zero!
Dude. The one right after that was my favorite of almost of all time. This moving will reveal your position, and then Jeremy goes, "I don't give a fuck, I'm gangster."
I love that. Moving from decision. I don't give a fuck. I'm gangster.
Oh man.
He is being Karama this game.
Yes. So
Anyway, sorry.
you guys are being moved into the more and more heavily militarized zone. You hear the thunder of dwarven feet pounding the ground as iron breakers, the most noble and powerful holding infantry kind of in my world. Not the Black Orcs and the Frost Lions. Like they're kind of some of the most dangerous close quarters combat. But like Ironbreakers, they would just hold all day. Like base AC 18, plate mail, shield, axe. Like you just stick them down in a choke point and they will stay forever. They are incredibly powerful. They also all carry explosive satchel charges. They light a fuse and just throw a whole satchel, and it's really, really good for breaking up charges. So imagine you're a cavalry thundering down towards some dwarves and they're like, yeah, okay. And as they're within 30 feet, they just throw a bunch of satchel charges that cause all this fire and flame. So, but you see hundreds of them. They're stomping around. You see people with their grudge rakers, which are like these weird kind of long guns that you see incredibly well made. You're looking at the bulk of the dwarven military.
Grudge rakers or grudge breakers?
Rakers. Everyone seems very proud to be out here. It is predominantly dwarven, but not only dwarven. Is a very, very key thing. 80% of the military here is dwarven, but you do see a couple of Goliaths sprinkled there and there, standing shoulder to shoulder with whatever unit they're a part of, and in similar armaments. Like you're looking at a unit of Ironbreakers, and it's like 100 dwarves and then one Goliath in the middle, but he's still in plate mail. His stuff's a little bit different, just kind of he's doing a different battlefield role based enhanced by their physique. But yeah, you don't see any elves, but you do see a big old unit of gnome riflemen. They're not wearing any armor. Out of the way, please.
Little underdressed, huh?
What do you mean?
You don't have. I mean, I can't really say anything, can I? I'm gonna.
A bunch,
I'm
a
gonna belly
bunch of
dancer
gnome
talk.
riflemen?
Yep, they have
How
no
many
armor.
of them?
It is a gaggle, because gnomes travel in gaggles. It's a gaggle of gnomes.
A gaggle of gnomes.
Gaggle of gnomes. There's 32 of them.
Okay. I just as we're sort of like, I don't know, crossing by each other, I want to see if any of them turn their head and react. I'm like, Tito! No, none of them Tito. Okay.
Tito's not.
I don't know, you said no.
The next
Just
gnome.
wait till we get back to our boat. We can scry on Tito.
Alright.
Yeah, well.
I figured two birds, one war battle, you know, or one war meeting.
I don't need any armor. I'm a tanker. And he runs off. Yes, none of you are quite sure.
Did you say tanker?
Tanker.
Tinker.
Tanker.
Okay.
Tanker.
History?
Yeah, you'll need one.
18.
18? Okay, I'll give it to you. You realize you're talking to one badass gnome as he runs by, and you remember the Sarkanthian's armor first and only. The Sarkanthian armor division, also known as Sarkanthian first and only, has 3 tanks in it. One is called the Phalanx, which is
Our tanks.
yes, which is crewed entirely by gnomes. That Daradex built it, but more how the Phalanx works. It's essentially like a big dome that kind of rotates, right? And on the dome are a lot of spikes and spears, but also a lot of rifles. This tank, armored. It's not exactly like a tank like we would think of. This is kind of more Renaissance technology, actually, but it just kind of moves into the center of the battlefield, and it's just constantly bang, and then as one person comes out and reloads their rifle, another guy sticks their rifle out and bang. So you've got like 32 different rifles, 16 rifle holes, and they're just alternating back and forth, and there's multiple layers, and since gnomes are only 2 feet, you can fit like 3 layers of gnomes in one small iron dome. It also has some spearmen that are constantly kind of hooking and jabbing, but it's a really good just kind of anvil, just piece to shove in the middle of the battlefield. And you realize that the gnomes running by, that they're the crew of the Phalanx.
That makes sense.
And they're kind of scampering off. And a lot of people are kind of going in different directions, and then I want to say his name was Theo. What was the name of your Goliath? I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Turek.
Taruk.
There is a massive Goliath coming towards you guys, like head and shoulders over the Goliath. This guy's getting close to 8 feet. He holds in his left hand a dwarven thrower, which is a dwarven-made weapon, a very rare item that is really good at killing giants. He would qualify. So he's kind of he is carrying a weapon created by dwarves to kill his own kind. You are the graveyard Brazen. The king wishes to speak with you. Thank you for being punctual. Please follow me.
We follow him. Since I have to be so specific.
So you are led into an incredible. Oh
This is a 10-bedroom, 8-bath house.
This is a 37-bedroom, 119.
Wine cellar.
Wine cellar. Okay,
Ooh.
essentially, guys, it is hard for me to convey the amount of wealth you're about to see. This is very difficult to me. I'm gonna say this place is worth 5 million gold pieces. This is the first capital of the Dwarven Empire. The Karazhan Court was the capital of the Dwarven Empire before High King Led Fury moved it to Karak Ignis, right? So historically, this is their home. You guys come up the most beautiful stonework steps,
Oh, I'm
Made-
fidgeting with it.
made out of marble,
It'll break. Be careful. It's not super strong.
I was gonna say it's older than better.
made out of marble, and on under your
Still works.
boots, there is platinum inlay of different runic dwarven symbols. This is on the steps, and it is hard to discuss and even convey what you see around you, but the wealth of the dwarven golden age, and boy do I mean golden, is echoed through the halls. Gem, every single light source in this place is a gem worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Danny's looking over at Drac to see
Drac
how he's feeling.
Is rock hard.
Let him say how hard he is.
Sorry, go. But yeah, Drac, I just,
Diamond hard.
so like that's not canon, but Drac, in all honesty, what you're looking at puts most ancient dragons' treasure hoards to shame. This is the ancestral, the ancestor home of the entire Dwarven Empire. This was their first capital. This is where so much of their wealth is. And dwarves, even the good dwarves, they really like to show off their wealth. It's a status symbol, it's a threat, it's power. And you honestly, Drac, you, as you're walking around, you just think 7. This is about 7 ancient red dragon hordes. You are led into a colossal room with very high ceilings, incredible paintings. As you look close to these paintings, they don't use like red and blue paint. They use different minerals like platinum and gold and silver, and they are etched into the walls depicting the greatness of the Dwarven Empire. There is a colossal golden throne. No one is sitting on it.
Is the king standing somewhere else?
No, this room is empty. And Tarok sits here. And Tarok is standing there with you.
Where is the king?
Exactly. Wait here.
He was swinging at me for a second.
No, he just kind of, he tossed up his hammer and
That was
Mjolnir.
clearly the walk away look.
Yeah. Like, he pulled off pissed off Thor and tossed up Mjolnir and caught it. You guys are alone in this throne room for a minute. You guys do anything?
What else is in the room? Is it just
Luxury.
Luxury. You're in an empty room
It's a
with
throne room.
okay?
Because I have to
Not there
fight
yet.
really bad. We're gonna blame it on the Goliath.
Not here. Not here.
Is there any interest like made into the decorum?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, they like to show off their wealth and whatnot, but like, are they using their wealth and treasures to? I'm trying to figure out how to make coherent what is going through my brain, and I can't.
I think I got you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm giving you the answer to what I think you're asking, and then let me know if I'm wrong or not.
Okay.
It mostly all the art around you is depicting the story of Grimnirin.
Okay.
Grimnirin or Grimnirun is the first dwarven High King. Incredibly beloved, insanely powerful. Many believed he was the son of Silesia, which is the goddess of technology and metalworking and crafting and weaving. A very, very prominent goddess among the Dwarven culture, often depicted as dwarf. And Grimnirin is often considered her son, which would be more like a Massamarian thing. We know he's not the first dwarf, but he's very early on in the history of everything. The Karazankor was apparently, what would come to be the Karazankor was his home, and he united the Dwarven people under one axe, the Axe of Dwarven Lords. You guys, this is an artifact in D&D. This is a real artifact in D&D. He was the one who forged it. And mostly it's depicting battles, uniting different dwarves, forging of the Axe of Dwarven Lords, him ruling over things. He was an incredible metal worker and an impeccable warrior, and a genius fighter. Charismatic and strong. Mostly around you is depicting that of Grimnir, or Grimnirin, or Grimnir Run. Some time passes. Yes.
No, it was just like.
The king will see. This is Taruk again. The king will see you in the service quarters. Follow me.
You know, I think I actually like this king.
So you guys move through, and you hear laughing in the clinking of in the clinking of tankards. And
In the morning?
Yeah.
They're dwarves.
They're dwarves. It goes
Not
on.
to stereotype.
It goes on again, and then you hear a voice pop up and say, "And then the priest was never heard from again." and there's a bunch of chorus of laughter as you come into a room, a straight contrast, and you see Derridax, the true High King with the very evil sounding name, Derridax Forgewalker, and he is lit up, his smile angelic, his face clean shaven, long brown hair braided back into a fur cloak, and on all his clothes are very plain, simple armor, kind of like a piece of metal here, a piece of metal on his shoulder. The big thing is, the only thing that kind of shows the symbol is there's a giant, it's in the shape of a shield. I forget the name. It's not a lapel, but there's a name for this. Like, I think it's called a tilt shield. But on it it's almost like looking at a Boy Scout with all the like different badges. There's fucking like 100 symbols on here. I think we've covered this before, so I'm gonna gloss over it. It is the symbol for every single Dwarven guild. Every single one, showing that he is the second son of the High King. He is the second son is, the first son is, I do not like this term, the first son is, but I'm using the actual, what this term means, the first son is groomed to be king, the second son is given to the guilds, as kind of for representing their interest of Dwarven industry and craftsmanship. And he still carries that symbol very prominent in every single Dwarven guild is depicted there. And he's not talking to his generals right now, he's talking to the staff. You see a bunch of Dwarven people, gnomes, halflings, all in servants' clothes, well dressed, and they're laughing and giggling. One is stirring a pot, and Derridax is just holding court, making them all laugh. In time of war, the city's under siege, the mountain's being lit up, the ancestral forest has been destroyed and burnt to smithereens, but Derridax is getting everyone to laugh. One more? Yeah! And then they all you all have to duck. I'm not gonna make you roll me. Actually, no, just for fun. Roll me a dex save, everybody.
Are we within 5 feet of Miranda?
No, Miranda's waiting outside.
19.
4. You don't duck fast enough to take a tankard to the face. Don't worry about the damage. 14. You don't duck fast enough to take a tankard. DC 15.
14.
Whack! 17. You duck. You got like a 19 or something. Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. You catch the tankard and drink the rest. Oh!
Gets a bit rowdy in the morning, don't it? So two priests walk into an orphanage. What did one say to the other?
Ouch.
Let us pray.
I'm Derridax, the High King. Well,
This is
Something
the
like that.
perfect time for the disclaimer that what is said by the participants on Dwelling Dragons does not denote the opinion of Dwelling Dragons as an entity.
Or of that.
Spelled
Yeah, so
P-R-A-Y, right?
We're in a fantasy role playing game.
Yep,
so-
in a kitchen.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
In a
Alright,
kitchen.
um,
At least one of the 10 kitchens, bathrooms, bedrooms, and bowling.
This actually has 37.5.
37.5 kitchens.
Yep.
Yeah, and a bunch of bowling alleys.
Way more than their bathrooms. I
I think
don't
it was-
understand it. Like,
It's a warehouse.
I'm Daradax. Many call me King. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
I was gonna give him credit.
Oi.
What?
I was gonna give him credit. But
For
then
what?
He did it.
For what?
When people shake your hand
Yeah.
like this, it
Yeah.
usually means that they want something. So you see this a lot from preachers and car salesmen.
Okay.
I was just like, dang, Daradax, you were being really cool for a
Nah.
second.
Cotton.
king.
Still think Dunbreaker.
Or whatever the term.
Priest.
What is the term for the? Sorry.
Yep.
What is the term that they use in the dwarven like society?
So
like you
ev-
wouldn't be like king or like
Yeah.
Your
you could-
Majesty, sir. You know,
Yeah,
like
king.
what do they use?
Many call him. He even said many call me King. It's at that point that oh god.
What is it?
Oh, I'm not doing this one. Reroll.
What was it?
3 creatures within 10 feet of Daradax take D10 of lightning damage.
No.
Yeah.
He just got better.
The palace would be protected from this. Reroll that for me, gang.
I'll take it.
Kill the servants. They just get
No.
struck.
Oh, plus
down.
1, -1? Okay, alright. That's a good thing. Okay, alright, so if we go +1, you guys are frightened by the nearest creature. So you're a little bit. We're gonna roleplay this to a little bit of awe instead of
Okay.
fear. There's a tinge of awe as you guys look at Daradax, the true. Many are calling him True Kai King. Many people call him Dead King Daradax. Is it Dead King
That doesn't
Daradax?
sound like
This
a
is
villain.
why he thought it was the
Yeah.
Dead King Daradax.
Daradax the Undying is another one that's thrown around a lot.
It sounds like he's like a necromancer
Yeah,
undead, like
yeah.
Totally the same. Totally the same. Pick up his people.
If you wanted to like imply that his father doesn't hold a position anymore, who is currently alive, you could call him High King.
Okay.
You call him High King Daradax.
Hi King.
Whew. I'm not exactly used to that one. Please, have a seat. You should sit on the throne and talk to these people. As she calls you High King. Show her the High King. Gold's very, very nice, but I prefer good solid oak to sit on and a tankard in my hand. I'd be afraid to Tarok, I'd be afraid to stain that throne if I sat on it. Like, what if my ale dips? What if my hand slides? What if I get excited at telling a story of our adventures? You should be a bit more becoming of your station. I'm not having this discussion with you right now. Anyway, you killed a general. The other general, my general should be arriving soon, but real quick, this is Rue, and he sticks his hand out, and there is a frail person in a cloak sitting. So you want to go describe her? She has no muscle mass right now.
Oh God.
So
Yeah.
how resurrection works? It didn't need to be correction, guys. It didn't need to be true resurrection. That was my bad. They had her remain, so it was only a 7th or 8th level spell. Forgive me. It wasn't a 9th one. They don't have that kind of power, so that's a mistake. I gave someone too high of a spell slot by accident. An NPC.
Again?
Yeah. Please forgive me, Trendy.
Our 5th level paladins can cast like 9th level spells. Don't worry.
Yeah, right, apparently. I was like, yeah, like a level 12 character would have access to 5th level spells. Not with their paladins!
No.
Fuck that one up! Alright, anyway. But yeah, go ahead and describe Rue for me.
Okay, well, I didn't know that she was all decrepit.
Yes, so, but the general looks, but yeah, her muscle mass is pretty gone.
You see a pink tiefling who is bundled up in this cloak, but still holding like a mug of ale that is much too big for her, because you notice that this tiefling is actually very small and she is all pink. Never expected Dandy to be in this situation, but
Panda only plays short pink characters?
with big titties and ass.
Don't say.
You can't forget that.
one of the big defining characteristics you see on her, though, is she has the a mark of a sakura flower on her forehead.
Turok also leans down and says, Strom and Piddleflower. Strom and Piddle Tower will be here soon. Ah, good. Show them in. I heard you killed one of the eyes of Lolth. Oh, I say that deserves a beer. He goes, oh, so let me help you with that. And he gets up and he walks over and she goes, no, sit. Ah, that's all right. I don't want to sit on my ass today. And he goes over and he helps just like the random servant woman and Phil. And in the doorway kitchen there is beer on tap.
As there in all 37 kitchens.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome. And it's at that point that a very kind of gruff dwarf with a long beard that dusts the floor walks in. He is old. And he walks in. He's in black plate mail. Next to him, wearing combat leathers and a cloak, is an elderly, showing signs of age, is a gnomish woman.
We left Eudora behind, right?
Yes, Eudora did
good.
not come with you. She's
I was worried for a second.
staying
I
at
was
your
like,
palace. Forgive me. This is Strom Grudgebearer, and this is Piddle Tower Mossfloss.
Grudge bearer.
Aye. He sits down.
We work with one of your relatives.
By that do you mean? Tell me.
Chuck?
Charles.
Grudgebearer?
Charles.
Isn't his name Chuck?
It's Charles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Charles
Charles.
Grudgebearer. He works with us.
There's a lot of grudge bearers out there.
Crunchberry?
That's why I can't remember his real name.
Don't
Because
know.
he's Chuck
He's Chuck
Crunchberry.
Crunchberry.
Like,
Chuck Crunchberry, top marksman.
Don't know. Sorry, lass. A lot of grudge bearers out there.
a
Yeah.
lot of crunchberries out there.
A lot of crunchberries out there.
Oops, all berries.
So
Hey, we get to 500 subscribers.
Man.
Piddle Wass
It's a terrible
looks at
name.
you. Piddle Tower Mossfloss?
Piddle.
Mossfloss.
Why you gotta be stereotypical like that?
What?
That was
He's a
above
dandy.
game. Yeah, but why does Dandy have to have a piddle name?
It's just a
It'd be
gnome
better if he
name.
was
It's
like,
gnome.
It's just a silly
Okay.
Gnomes have
Piddle
some-
Tower. I thought. Okay. No, it's coming out.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Trinity, do you like it? You like
I mean,
Mossfloss?
it's you know,
General
it's
Mossfloss?
better than Minji Deep Shaft.
Oh God, who was Menji Deep?
That was
yeah,
Ryan.
Moving on. Yeah.
Oh my
Let's-
god.
I remember
let's
that.
not dox anyone we know.
Yeah.
That was. Oh, that's
Menji
all
Deep
bad.
Shaft. All right. Anyway. Well, thanks, Order. What brings you guys to Sochkamp? Why are you helping us in this war? The last I heard, you were pirates.
We are.
Bloody pirates.
Well, we had some business that happened to attend to that just happened to be in the area, and then I was like, oh, there's a war going on. That sounds bad.
We also met. What's her name?
I don't.
Above game.
Oh,
What's her name?
glacier plate, glacier shield.
Yes.
Frost
We also-
shield. Frost shield.
Yeah.
We also met Miss Frostshield and her compatriots, when they were on their way here,
Is she okay?
Yes.
and wanted to follow when we told them that we would come and support them.
Strotha Froststone.
Don't like pirates.
I would argue that we're not pirates.
What country do you fly the flag of that you are sanctioned for? If you don't got one of them, you're bloody pirates.
Well, we don't steal or plunder or.
Oh, really?
We also don't
I
have a flag
heard you
yet.
invaded a dragon's lair, killed him and plundered it.
Well,
I hear you killed another pirate and plundered him.
what?
Well, we
best
killed the
magic is
dragon
still-
because he was subjugating the lizardmen, and we killed the pirate because, you know.
You're a pirate if you don't fly under a country.
Well, I know we at least fly the Pride flag. And the Feywild flag.
You're a captain.
Aye.
And as much of a hard ass as this guy seems, and he seems like a hard ass, he seems like he hates you. And guys, if I'm not delivering that, I really hope I am. I want you guys to feel like this motherfucker hates you. Hates all of you.
That's the vibe, yeah.
Okay, good. You open up that little...
What
so
NPC doesn't?
he hands you he hands you a little package, right? And you open it up, and you peek in, and unless you don't show the paper, you don't have to. But it's the Sargcanthian flag. You know, you're pirates if you aren't sanctioned. There's also a warrant of trade in there saying that you are a Sargcanthian vessel on official Sargcanthian business.
Well, it's a good thing you think that. We're not pirates. We actually fly the Sargcanthian flag.
None of you have heard this before. All of you think she is lying. All of you. How do your characters react? She's looking at the High King of Sargcanth and saying, "Nope, we've been with you the whole time." So she knows that Strom has handed her. Has a grudge bearer has handed
Just take
her
a really long, uninterrupted drink. Just.
Sorry, this is like circling
Yeah.
way back in the timeline here. But originally, when Charles joined us, he said it was mainly to get to back to Sargcant.
Yep.
Oh, and we didn't even bring him.
He's here. He's in Sargcant.
Okay, we did. I brought.
The ship's in Sargcant.
Oh, I brought him to
He's-
Peachtree.
He's spending fitties and sucking titties. Like, don't worry. Like,
Okay, good. I'm glad.
he's having a good old
I
time.
was worried.
He's alright. Remember when you guys were at the Battle of Sternhold, the ship showed up. So like you're in Sargcant, don't worry. He's in Sargcant. But yeah, real quick, a lightning round. How does everyone react to? You guys probably think she's just lying her ass off to one of the big time Dwarven generals, who seems like he fucking hates you.
I mean, Drax is like, oh yeah, just totally going along with you.
We're gonna have to.
Make a deception check.
Yay!
Dandy, are you also doing this? Are you also trying to?
You know
ride or
that
die?
scene in Breaking Bad where Jesse has dinner with Walter and Skylar, and it's really awkward, and he like takes that super awkward long drink of water.
Can you roll to be awkward? You're fine. You don't have
Natural 20.
What do you got?
Natural
20.
Natural 20. Drac, without missing a beat, produces specifics about like the most perfect lie about like how long and their loyalties to Sargcant, and even works in a little bit of the Sargcanthian national anthem.
Love it.
You know. And Strom and Grudgebearer almost believes you. See why he's part of your crew.
So Deridax, you
Aye.
wanted to speak with us?
Yes, we can all speak very plainly here. I have a job for you.
Okay.
I need you to escape the Kavas Anchor.
He just got here.
Not immediately. Take as long as you need to get food and provisions. Some of the shops in our town are still very much operational, so enjoy them. Resupply, refit. And I have a way for you to get back to your ship.
I also have a way for us to get back to our ship.
I don't think you do.
Is there a
I was
tree
just
nearby?
there.
So I was being cool with like the head thing, but when the holds are sealed, no one can teleport in and out of the Heroes Anchor.
You see why I always
This has
ask
been
for extra
this
shit?
has been a thing for a while.
It doesn't matter. Like, you gave it to us.
Yeah, I let you pop in and talk to your NPC.
Apparently, you know who you sound like right now.
Cassie, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, doesn't it suck? Doesn't it suck when something works once and then suddenly it doesn't for
It
bullshit
turns
reasons?
out that once your teleportation through the bonsai worked, the evil powers that be realized that their teleportation stoppage magic wasn't active, so they reactivated it.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should be
Really,
creative,
if you hadn't have gone through and
Considering-
teleported through that bonsai, it would still be open.
Yeah, but I
You
have
made
a
it.
whole ship of trees.
Also, considering we got here the same way,
No, you didn't.
yeah, we did.
No, you didn't.
We came through the tree.
Yeah, we came through
and
the
then
tree
killed the
outside.
Eye in the open
That was
entryway.
outside. You did that on the mountain, and then you got into it.
Okay.
Once the hole
Yeah,
was sealed.
so it wasn't
Like,
until
does it really
today
count as
that
the
they put
whole
the
if-
anti-teleport magic in place.
Does it really count as the hold if we're like
She literally did it
underneath
today.
I did.
It was just an hour ago.
Guys,
you know?
I was trying to be really cool and essentially like flavor like Ascending Stone to have this cool scene with you guys. But
you
yeah,
gotta be prepared for this.
as I
We
have
want to follow the rules,
Yeah.
man.
As I have stated a lot of times in this, you can't teleport in and out. Once they seal the holds of the rules.
Actually, there are enemies nearby. We can't fast travel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
also technically you didn't teleport. You just poked your head out.
That's what I said.
Teleporting.
That was my first. All right.
You did.
Okay.
All right. But I do have a little minecar shaft set up for you to help you get out when you're ready.
Before that, we want to make sure that you
Aye.
are fully informed. The Eye mentioned that they had other people coming to your weakened areas, just like she did that day.
I fear some drow might even be in the city. The tunnel fighting isn't going well. I hate to say it, but the Durgar and the drow, they're far better at fighting in tunnels than even the dwarves. They're more used to it, more accustomed to it. Deeper, darker dwelling as they are. We're a bit better at fighting at the surface than them. And sunlight doesn't bother us as much.
Why have us escape and get back to our ship?
I want you to transport Rue to Karak Ignis. And I want you to join the resistance there.
There are enemies here to fight. We're more of a frontline group.
Yes, I have reason to believe that the Drow and Durgar armies are only attacking me on the behest of our father, who has not sent troops to relieve the Karazankor, the ancestral home of dwarves, where millions of his people live. There are riots in Karak Ignis. It's a power keg. I need it to go boom. I need agents in Karak Ignis to incite riots, to help the people there.
What's Rue got to do with it? What's Rue got to do with it?
Do you want to do it? You go ahead.
This is where she was originally from. Right?
Yep. This is where she was originally from and killed.
I want to take back my home.
Talks.
I was.
Yeah. Right. This would be escorting you home, I suppose. Another fucking babysitting mission. Did I say that out loud?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Stop it.
She sounds so adorable, like a baby.
I've been dead for 50 years. And I'll have you know that I'm a barbarian. Just when I'm not.
I'm sorry. No, we just have a lot of barbarians in our
We
group.
do.
Like, so
We
that's
do.
all I'm saying.
Say it
Fight
again.
me too.
It's a big fraction.
Sorry, you guys missed it. The Goliath looked over at Stothic and said, "Say it again."
It's another babysitting mission.
What's the armor class?
Gloves of missile snaring.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeremy. Let me.
Tell him.
Next one.
Lucky.
Okay, hear what happens first. He sends it right past Stothic's ear. Does Stothic wear like glasses or anything?
Yes.
Yes.
He flicks them off. So like, you know how your glasses, he clips just the side of them so they spin and land on the table, but they're not broken. Shunk. Call her little baby again.
I can.
Do it a third time. Do it.
Taruk, I can do this myself.
Fine. It's an adult. It's an escort mission. We're fighters. We're better than this. Why can't you get one of your other
You
ones?
calling her an escort?
Yes. No, rather, we are couriers.
No, rather.
Rather, we are couriers for another person. We're,
She actually had a person energy.
Sure.
We're not part of.
and I wrote this down earlier. It was. We're not part of the Buca de Bacchus pizza and pasta delivery service.
Yes. Thank you. Let them know. Let them know.
Can I roll him?
We killers.
Sure.
You realize that while we've flown this Subcanthian flag, we pretty much single-handedly, I'm embellishing a bit, took out a fucking vampire lord and freed the coast.
So, I'll have you know, we're a bit above escorting someone to a location.
39.
39. Alright, very well. You don't have to do it. I apologize
son
for
of
it. I
No, but
apologize for
stop
the
it.
time.
We are not above
That was a 7.
39.
anything that will turn the tide of this war. There are millions, thousands. There are millions of people who need our help.
Rue is seething in butterflies and flower petals. So there's just like a bunch of butterflies and petals coming off of Rue.
You see her pick up a very old pink bat and slam it onto the table.
And it looks like she can take care of herself.
All right, I don't. If you don't want this, you don't have to do it. I apologize.
It's not that I don't want it. It's I can't be in two places at once. You understand that I'm grateful to be of service as a man of faith, but my powers are stronger than just bringing someone somewhere.
Then you'll help me when I get there. There are things in this country that we're all owed payback for. And taking back my home is just a small piece of it. And if you're too good to help the smaller folk, then what use are you?
Would you have stopped when Daradex put his hand on your shoulder?
Yes.
Okay.
But like you could see,
Yeah.
she's starting to rage.
Right before you say what use are you, if you can't, go say if you can't do that.
If you can't do that,
What I'm asking
all
you
the
to
drow lords here.
what I'm asking you to do is to go to a different city that isn't free, that is being oppressed by my father. My father, who I believe has paid the drow and the Duergar to attack us. I want you to press political pressure. I want you to get me troops to break the siege of the Cataract Ignis. To break the siege of the Cataract Angkor. To get the Dwarven armies from the capital in gear to protect our people. I think that's gonna go far farther than you running around fighting around the night. I believe this country, for its soul, needs to be saved by its own people. The High King needs to step up for his people. My desire is for you to take this civil rights leader, I know she doesn't seem like it, and take her to her home city and then liberate it, lobbying political pressure, and by any means you see fit, to get the Dwarven army to move. If you'd rather stay here and fight Drow, you're not in my army. I can't order you and I wouldn't do it.
Stovik, you know what it is like to be oppressed.
Well,
You know what it is like to be trapped and tortured. That is what these people are dealing with every single day. And therefore, any little thing that we can do to help, even if you perceive it as beneath you, we need to do it.
I
if
agree.
this city falls on our absence, that's on you, mate. But we're bringing these reinforcements, I suppose.
Who has tanks?
Yeah, why don't you use the tanks, by the way? I've heard all about them, and I thought they were the bad guys.
Would you like to see them? Would you like to see them?
Send her in a tank.
Yeah, they're just sitting around, ain't they?
They're hard to use defensively. They're really good at going over the ridge and destroying a fortress. They're not so great at just...
Last one.
And this is one of them look careful.
On our escape, since you're not using the tanks,
No.
our ship might be
you
big
got-
enough to
okay.
carry one, theoretically.
I think it's over, but I'd like
The
to...
camera
Right.
always throws me
That's
off.
why.
They
Well, no.
take a
That's
lot
fine.
of
Sorry.
and I don't think you have an artificer.
I did had it that one time.
Not in this group. Back on our
Do
ship.
what you want.
Evans is not high enough level for this.
Snackies.
You got Pop-Tarts, Ritz, popcorn ball, chips, and...
Are there sour cream and onion chips?
No, there's salt and vinegar though.
Pain chips.
No, there's more.
No, there's not.
It's okay.
I restocked it, remember?
By the way, I want to just put this on the table.
I tried.
Maybe I miscommunicated a bit of aggressiveness at first, but it's not that I see this as beneath me. I'm worried We fought the Drow 1 versus our entire party, and it was a fucking battle. And we had Strotha Froststone with us. And there's how many Eyes of Loth in the city right now?
Not in the city, I don't think. They haven't made it in.
But just one was enough to fight all of us. If we're gone, who's... I'm worried.
It's okay. It's okay.
This man came back from the dead
Fuck, shit got my like.
on his own.
Yeah.
He dead.
If you
Say okay
would
with
feel more comfortable getting outside the city, hunting down one of the Eyes of Loth, or 3 of them or 5 of them, and then heading to Ignis, or not even heading to Ignis. Dawnbringer, I don't command you. Truly. Hey, sometimes we miscommunicate and get flustered when people throw things at our head, which wasn't alright. It wasn't cool. Tarok, I need you to say you're sorry to him. He insulted. I hurt him. But it's no need for aggression.
Well,
Stolthic. I shouldn't have thrown that at you. So now let's take a breath, collectively, and figure out the best way to free these people. This is just my idea. It is an idea. And I am open to hearing other ones. Do you have one?
Is there any way that you could bulk her up, let her go on her own?
As the way resurrection magic works, over a series of weeks, her strength will return to her.
Literally, mechanically, her stats are like all like -4 right now. Like, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, she.
That's valuable time that she could be in the transportation and in the presence of mighty warriors that I trust. And then, hopefully, in fighting shape by the time you reach Kadak Ignis.
I'm
I
a
think-
little rusty.
And I think if this war is to be won, it won't be in the siege of the Karazhan Core, but in freeing Kadak Ignis, the home of our industry.
so basically taking their long-lost leader back to them to recruit a swath of reinforcements to really push the tides.
That's what my thought was.
I
mean,
hope in
essentially-
our absence,
So
you don't get surprise visit from the rest of the Eyes.
what he's getting at, and this is where I kind of wish I had asked a different question when talking to the dead general, but I was trying to extract information as to where the fuck they're coming from, which was useless. Apologies.
We're like, underground!
Yeah, fucking useless.
Below!
So helpful.
But if we're able to prove that Lead Fury has in fact hired the Dwargar and the Drow,
You're okay. I was just
and
looking at your
expose
face.
that?
You have a good face.
the people who support him will turn on him. Because, holy shit, why the fuck would you do that? Like, that goes against a lot of, at least...
He's causing the deaths of his own countrymen. He deserves to die.
That.
And Stothic, I have hundreds of thousands of warriors under siege. I need agents outside my walls. I have so much power here, trapped, fending off the siege. I truly believe in my heart that I need heroes outside the mountain, in the killing fields, moving, maneuvering, as we hold.
To reassure Stothic further, I think part of his apprehension is coming from the fact that when you got here, the Isle of Wolf was about to walk in. The doors were wide open for her. That is his concern.
We are only going
That
to
your
open
siege is not closed.
We've lost the artillery duel. We will no longer be opening up the. We will no longer be unsealing the holds at night to man our gunnery positions. I plan to open the hold, one area, one last time, to get you out under a hail of an armored advance. You want to see my tanks up close? How'd you like to help pilot one? To break through the line and get you to escape the Cat-Azan Corps.
Maybe we can do that
My
big
drug.
maneuver you were talking about.
He starts foaming.
Say I'm driving.
I'm driving.
You're not driving.
Oh shit, he's going rabid.
Honestly, he does go, you're not driving. But like, honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
you'll probably just...
Fine. Shotgun. I got shotgun.
Witness me.
Yeah, I fucking pull out black paint. Or no, sorry, the chrome spray paint.
Glaze.
Yeah. Witness me. Just strapped to the front, yeah. Ah! Oh, dude, we can hire Tito to play flaming drums on the front of the tank.
Tito, we know you don't know who you are. Regardless,
Yeah.
your
But we
contract
hold
switched
your
over.
name.
Yeah.
And you better get
Yeah,
really...
we'll change his You must play the drums on the front of the tank with fire shooting out.
And honestly, Tito, you better get real used to hot fire real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the contract. We can make him do whatever we want.
It's cool. It says right here he cannot die.
What?
Yeah, it's in the contract. You just can't die. I don't know.
We're players, we make the lore.
Yeah.
More bonsai trees.
Oh god.
All right.
All right. Well, I got a couple weeks to buy some chrome spray paint.
We don't need to leave immediately. It'll take some time to get my warriors in position.
Good ass pen. Whose pen is this?
Essentially, we're gonna make a little minecart train. We're gonna open the hold at the last moment. The Drow and the Duragar, they'll be waiting for us. The moment that hold opens, you'll need to blast through, withstand the opposing fire, and get to the wrong. Huh?
No, I was gonna try and make we're gonna Donkey Kong this shit. I was like, but Donkey Kong wouldn't exist here. I was
This
like,
was
what could I
literally
do?
inspired by a level in Donkey Kong. the next level of this game will be very. Listen to me, Danzi. I am Derajax, the true lKing, and I'm telling you, I was playing Donkey Kong the other day,
But no,
and
because
I thought of this whole scenario, and it's gonna be very Donkey Kong when we come back.
No, I need
Jumping
you to know
arrows.
that I
I
was
mean,
like, I can't
We do
say-
have 2 monkeys.
One of whom is named Banana.
No. I was
I can make him a little red tie.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, no, I was trying to be like, I shouldn't say Donkey Kong. We
Get
should make up our
yoked.
own thing. I was like, what about like technically not the thing. I was like, yeah, Conky Dong.
Conky Dong.
No wonder you lost it.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Oh my
Conky
god.
Dong.
Conky Dog is a ape-like shifter porn star in this world. Are there monkey people in this world? Oh, there are! They're from
Oh yeah, the Hadazee or something.
yeah, the
like that?
Hadazee. Yeah, there's the Hadazee
Change
porn.
those.
They changed those real quick.
Those.
Yeah, the Hadazee. He's a Hadazee
Yeah,
porn star.
it's like
Conky Dong.
it's like a cross between like a flying squirrel and a monkey from
Yeah.
the
We know
astral
what
travel.
David
yeah, there's
Into-
one that's very ape-like. and
Spellgamer.
Is he
yeah,
young?
yeah.
Don't.
No,
Thank
he's a middle-aged porn star. He specializes in dilf porn.
Lame. Dandy's going against her type.
Ah, yeah.
That wasn't even.
No,
Danny's
never mind,
idea.
Dandy. He's
No,
barely legal.
No.
She never said she was trying to fuck him.
Yeah. I was just like, Kanky Dang.
Kanky Dang.
But if she knows about Conky Dong, that
Dandy
means
does
she
it.
watches
Panda.
Conky Dong.
Panda knows Conky Dong.
Dandy's never seen Conky Dong porn.
By the way,
I feel like Altavia
Okay,
would
how
be
do
into
we
that.
watch porn in
I
this
don't know.
No, hold on. Sorry, chat, you're gonna have to do this. How exactly does pornography work in this world?
So-
Magically.
They take so they
Sorry, chat. You're gonna have to hear this.
so the programmed illusion spell,
Uh-huh.
and they just kind of like
See? Magically.
make it out, and then they record it with the programmed illusion spell, and then they distribute little
I know.
stones that show the illusion.
No. No, thank you. I don't.
No, that's not how.
You pay for the deluxe example, someone casts Mage Hand.
Oh,
You just get a gentle handy from Mage Hand. So it's enchanted with Mage Hand. You just set it on the table. You can watch the illusion, and then just the Mage Hand's just going. Just lays back
For extra, you can even pick your color.
of the
Of
Mage Hand.
Oh, we going purple tonight, boys.
yeah, Conky Dong.
Then like a little, then like a little unseen servant. You know what I mean?
Alright. Gets behind that ass and is just like, what is it, the ground pound he does?
Yeah, but it can only lift 10 pounds of weight, so I don't know if it'll work for me.
Oh! Oh my
That's
god.
so stupid.
I had to go to the hospital today. Why? I shoved a mage hand up my ass. Couldn't get it out.
The suction was more than 10 pounds
Dude,
of
D&D
pressure.
Scrubs would be a wild episode.
Oh
Like,
my god, D&D Scrubs.
It'd be like, yeah, he's got like a wand of fireballs. Anyway.
Honestly, guys, I want to do that one shot. Chat, help me get ideas for a D&D Scrubs episode. You know, I put a wand of fireballs like up there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like.
Yeah, speaking
You
of
know,
handing
how
out
many,
wands, does our party actually need the Staff of Frost?
We'll figure it out later.
I don't
Alright.
know, I don't remember.
Oh,
what
it's
I-
gonna be like, yeah, you can have my staff and whatever.
How many subscriptions for us to need to infiltrate the set of Conky Dong? Like that Dresden book where he has to go help the
Let's get to
porn stars.
450 for the familiar
Yeah.
Yeah, we need
episode.
the familiar episode
The
first.
family episode first. My mama worked in a hospital, and let me know in a days. Like, if you can help me get ideas of, like, fantasy versions. You guys can all be, like, new doctors.
I was
or
gonna say, I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy.
that'd be a fun
So-
one. You could do it, like, it could be,
yes,
like, level
the
3.
white girl One
Yeah.
Piece.
White Girl One Piece.
Is it still a D&D setting Greyhawk?
Yeah.
Greyhawk's Anatomy.
Greyhawks and Natty.
Oh.
Yes!
Hey.
Write that down!
Write that down.
Write that Stage manager, write that
That means
down.
there has to be a plane crash.
Oh my god, what's the
There's
episode of
been,
Great
like,
Anatomy?
4.
Yeah, right.
What? I was trying to block out this conversation.
You're a terrible stage manager.
You
have
can't
to
do
listen.
that.
What if we said something unsullied?
Yeah, right?
The asexual wizard behind the curtain is hiding.
Ah,
So,
Ignoring.
yes,
Anyway,
back
this is-
in the closet.
Write
Gretchen.
down Greyhawk's Anatomy for me.
So I heard there's
Yeah,
this.
that-
And then do your job.
That'll be at 500 once we do
I'm
450
watching
for the
chat. I'm
familiar
doing my
Yep,
episode.
I like it. And then 666, the world changes.
Is that Greyhawk's Anatomy?
Yep. Alright.
Explodes.
So I do kind of want to wrap up relatively soon.
Sorry.
Yes.
But Daradex will answer your further questions, but he is giving you this quest. It is not mandatory if you have other ways to help with the resistance.
Well, basically,
He's willing to
Southwick
hear
was
you.
communicating like, I'm worried if we abandon you guys, like, I'm scared that you don't have us to defend you.
I'm gonna make a roll here because I'm a little tired, and Daradex gets a pretty high number from this. So
Sure.
Okay, so I got a 23 total. Daradex makes I'm gonna go with persuasion check, and he's not persuading you at a point, but he illustrates very eloquently with a 23 charisma check that he strongly feels that he has so much firepower and powerful warriors here in the siege, and what will really turn the tide of the war is getting agents beyond the mountain, getting them to operate, kind of out in no man's land and not just in static defensive positions.
Yeah, perhaps in such a way he borrows a card from one of the players at the table and gives a
Gentle hand job?
Motivational speech.
Sure, yes.
what the fuck?
Dead ass, were you about to say gentle hand job again?
Yep.
Oh god.
He
Mage
gives
hand
you a
gentle.
motivational speech.
The
He
motivational
chose to be
handy.
here.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, and you guys. So we're
For the
gonna.
next hour of shopping, we gain temporary hit points.
Yeah. So you guys do have a lot of the armory of the Karazhan Corps at your disposal. We are gonna. I have to finish up some plans with my brother here for our trip. Guys, who all is still here? Please let me know because I'm gonna miss you guys. I am leaving for a while. There should still I believe both D&D days will be taken care of. So you will have D&D both on next Saturday and the Saturday after. But yeah, I'm gonna be gone for a while, and a lot of you people out there on the internet have become really important to me. Really great people that we found out there, and I'm gonna miss you guys. Let me know what you want from Japan. I'm gonna try to get a lot of cool stuff for a lot of cool people. I do have a budget, but I'm trying.
I know the place to send you. Don't worry about it.
Yep. So there's something called, it's called like Hard Off, but it's like essentially a Japanese Goodwill.
Could definitely go.
I was going to suggest going to Don Quixote.
Okay, I will keep a lookout for all these things. But yeah, shorter session tonight. Sorry for the low energy. We had a really rough day. Can I talk about?
Yeah, we just drove in a tornado. No
Yeah,
big deal. Yeah.
Trendy and I actually kind of got caught out with the sirens, and
It was literally like 5 minutes after they left to go get dinner. We
Mhm.
got, and it was bright sunny out.
Mhm.
Then we get a tornado warning.
It
So much
happens
so that
very
we
fast.
did not expect, like we didn't believe it.
Uh-huh.
And then the sirens started going off.
I
We
remember
went
when we,
downstairs, and then 2 minutes later, boom!
went by
like,
the highway
everything-
ramp, and we looked like it wasn't a funnel, but there was a cloud like down. There was a cloud like
Yeah.
coming down.
Yeah, there were trash cans blown across the Kroger
Yup.
parking lot,
just
and like
flying shit flying around.
It
yeah,
got
there
up
was a
to
bunch of
94
trees
miles per
down,
hour.
uprooted by the way.
Yeah, a tree got uprooted near us. My backyard is filled with felled trees.
Yeah, so fun
It's
weather
trees
times.
that
But hey, you know
deserve
what?
it, though.
The stream stayed live. We had
Yes!
power to all the streams.
Yes!
So thank you, chat, for your energy keeping it alive.
And I'm sorry if I was quite low energy today. Love you guys. We're setting up the raid right now. We're gonna raid in Practice X. Really gonna miss you guys. Really gonna miss, especially like StarCraft and D&D. It's just become such a core part of my routine.
But you'll be back in 2 weeks.
But this
and
channel will be
play
live in next week, right?
Yes, so we're gonna have a DJ's.
So we'll still have D&D.
We're gonna have a DJ's dungeon, and then the weekend after that, it looks like we're tentatively gonna have an Uwu takeover. So do look forward to that. Scream and shout, be crazy active. Please support our guest DMs. It's very important to me because if it keeps going well, one day I might be able to convince Trendy to be a part of it, and he is a very good DM.
Let's see you have 500 subs, and then we'll talk.
See, if I do you want to run the Scrubs episode? Do you want to run? No.
No.
Okay.
No, he
okay.
wants to play in the Scrubs episode.
Yes, I do want to play in the script episode.
All right. I believe the raid is done. Can our stage manager take us out?
It's counting down.
Counting down. How much time we got?
It's a bar.
A bar. Okay. Are we halfway through the bar?
A
We're
bar.
halfway done.
Oh, we're
Halfway
halfway
through the
done.
bar.
All right. Quick. Last minute remarks.
bar.
She'll count down when we get to 10. Last minute remarks. Anna, go.
Hi, I hope you treat yourself nicely and somebody gives you a little kiss on the forehead. If they're not there, I am. Mwah.
Alright,
What are we
get
doing?
down to the wire.
Down to the level
You got this!
Sayonara. Support your local game store.
Bye. Are we out? Are we
Well,
close?
it's hard to judge.
You
We're-
lied to us?
It's still half a
Alright,
bar.
now
Oh my
we're going out,
god.
now we're going out.
Bye.
I don't know what's going on.